Billy and the Beast podcast.
Yo.
I'm L'Oreal.
It's your boy Wax, man. The fuck is wrong with this girl now? Tourette's. she got
that was Wax 2 minutes ago. I had to.
Y'all played me out. Y'all
Wax was talking his heart out and his mic was on mute.
Y'all told me to mute and told me to do some clean feed. Then I went to clean feed. And y'all didn't tell me to unmute. Y'all gotta talk to me.
They don't know what that shit is, stupid.
Even better.
What's going on, y'all?
Yeah.
We know we got into some pretty heavy stuff last week, obviously talking about politics and all kind of stuff. But you know how we are. We're gonna always put it out there. We had to start off kind of on a funny note this week, and you know we're always gonna keep it 110% real.
Always.
But we're gonna get back into our regular scheduled show, and I'm excited about this because like I really did miss the voicemails. I really did miss the emails.
Of course.
I really did not miss Wax.
I ain't miss your ass either. But what the fuck you end up doing though? What you do all week besides work?
To the end. I worked and some more work. But one thing that I really did do, I went out and voted. And that was something that I've been preaching for a few weeks now. And to be honest, it wasn't something that I was too interested in before. I mean, I always thought like, okay, of course we have to vote Trump out. That was something that, but as far as like thinking about locally, like the Congress and the judges, and I actually decided to educate myself a little more about everything. And one thing that really stuck out to me was the new mayor of Ferguson, which would be the first African-American woman to be, brought up in there. Her name is Ella Jones. And what made her story interesting to me, besides the fact that she would be the first African-American woman mayor in Ferguson, Ferguson is where the Michael Brown situation happened. If y'all remember, he was 18 years old. He was gunned down by the police officer. He had no weapons, no nothing. And the reason why Ella Jones decided to get into Congress, to get into anything, was because of the Mike Brown situation.
We appreciate you, miss.
So the next year, because this happened in 2014 when he got gunned down, and the next year she actually ran and she won. And then the next election term that she was able to run for mayor, she did, which was this year, and she became the mayor. And this was all because she wanted to make change in Ferguson. And you know what I mean? And that story really stuck out to me. So I made sure that I went straight after work. I was exhausted. I voted early, because in Georgia, what the election date is the 9th, I believe. And so I voted a little early, but I had to make sure I got that done, because I can't be out here preaching for people to vote and then my goofy ass sitting at home, watching other people. And they did say this, though, guys. They said that this is the most packed they've ever seen it. The line was down the block, like
because of Bully and the Beast.
Because of
I'm saying they fucking listening, man.
Solely just because of us. And I want to give us a round of applause.
Boom.
No, it wasn't solely because of us, but we definitely argued about it last week, and people called me ignorant and all kinds of
shit. And I'm like, about time y'all on my motherfucking side. Yo,
which makes no sense because
I would tell you this. They want to be on your side still. They still call me dumb and stupid, and they can't believe that they agree with me. But I agree with it. Then they said 10 or 5% of what you say.
No. Actually, you're reading wrong. I know you can't read. It said they agree with 25% of what you said, which means the people, because it was even one person that I actually got into an argument with, because I was like, so you're right. I'm so ignorant to tell you to go and vote and, whatever. And he was like, I'm just saying, I'm talking about building a Black Wall Street. And I'm like, we've built it and they burnt it down numerous times. We have to try other ways. And all I was saying is, like, if they would have bought the episode on Patreon and listened to the whole thing, they would see that at the end we agreed that all things need to be taken into account. And that was all it was. We
they do got like a black
that feedback is coming from me.
Yeah, they do have like a black house, a bunch of lawyers, man, and it's so dope. A bunch of people start sending it to me. I'm gonna get that out there to y'all, and it's really dope. They doing some great things, man. They building people up. So
In
that
the
whatever
hood,
y'all
they
thought
call
that
it
was,
a trap house. No, I'm joking.
yeah, but
It
but
is
whatever they thought
mine.
that we did, we started getting good feedback and good things out of it. Just like
Is
I
it
found
okay?
these
Can y'all hear me
people.
better now?
Yeah,
It
I hear
was
you
my,
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So I'm happy whatever we argued, whatever they say that we did, I started getting got a good feedback on like black owned stores and people, black
Oh
people
my God,
here.
so many
Yeah,
businesses, and we need to
yeah.
shout
They
some of those
start,
people out.
yes, man. They start hitting me to me, and I got an Instagram, and they got a black like a black house. I'm talking about it's all black, y'all. Black everything inside of there. It's really dope when they keep on talking about how building black people up and stuff like that. So we have a start. So like I was saying, I didn't think it was one out there. We got to start. So that was good, man. I ain't mad at that.
Right. And a lot of people reached out about apps they had because we talked about the twin brothers that had the business. So I'm going to shout those out a little later and on in the show. I got to find them because so many people DM so many different apps and like businesses that they have created. And I want to make sure that I just found like 3 of them. And I want to make sure that y'all remind me that we shout them out before the end of the show.
Yes.
So that we can
Appreciate
get
that.
y'all. So it's like black caterers. There's a one guy that hit me up about an app that is about the beauty industry. So it gets you different people inside the beauty field. So we're going to talk all about that later on in the show. But I think that it's about time we got into a few voicemails, or at least one. So let's split it up today. Let's do an email and a voicemail.
I'm down with that.
Of course, you're not going to read the email. So
How you know?
Don't be afraid, people that are listening.
All right, so let's do it like this. You do the emails and I do the voicemails. Dope.
That would be nothing for you to do.
Haha.
Oh, you're so annoying. What's the fucking number?
The number is.
Look, he can't even do his one goddamn job. Sorry, God.
347-679-6118. That's still the number? That's hot.
It's still the number, dickhead.
Oh,
you just said it last week.
I did say it last week and I wasn't sure, but Jay gave me my props last week. And then you fucking tore down my props again.
We fucking applauded you to the moon, didn't we? It was the first week.
Well, I'm still at the moon. I ain't come back yet. So now, thanks for bringing me back down.
Yes, sober up, motherfucker. So if you need any kind of advice, if you have anything you want to talk to us about, you fucking just leave yourself a little voicemail and we will answer that motherfucker. And one person, she told me to curse you out, child. That's the one that you said had to wear the dirty shoes or some shit you said. She was like, y'all motherfuckers was totally off about everything. I was like, I'm sorry, sis. We just got what we could get. I don't even remember what it was about. Do you?
No.
I just remember that it was about, you kept telling her to put on dirty shoes for some strange reason.
She wanted to get rid of the, she wanted to get, why would I tell somebody to put on dirty shoes? Oh, I tell people to put on dirty shoes because a married man won't go to a girl with dirty shoes. Or if you in a committed relationship and you really like your girl, the girl with the dirty shoes you would never go after because she'll tell.
Was that the girl? I wonder if that was the girl that said that she always dates these guys. That must have been it. That she dates these guys that are in relationships with other people.
Yeah, it gotta be because I'll tell somebody that because I'm like,
get your recycled ass advice the fuck out of here. This shit green as hell. Okay.
All right, y'all. So this Boogie Boo from Ohio, man. So look, this situation I got going on, right? So I've been fucking with this old bitch, right? She like fucking 58 right now. She got a little bit of money, you feel me? She a little RN, whatever the fuck, nurse, some shit. So she got money and shit. She divorced, all that good shit. I've been fucking her, feel me? All right, so boom, I'm 21, you feel me? I got a career. I'm a little firefighter or whatever. I got a little bit of money. I'm in Ohio, so the cost of living ain't that high. So I got a little bit of, I'm balling, you feel me?
I'm balling.
All right, so boom. This bitch want me to quit my job because she get ready to move. She get ready to retire in 2 years, so she want me to quit my motherfucking job, move in with her, and like all that shit. So like, y'all tell me what y'all think. I asked my homeboys, but they some bum ass niggas, so they gonna say yeah anyway. Just tell me what y'all think, man.
I love this one. This was actually
a good one. Good job, T. Diddy. Give a motherfucking there you go. Early. Good job.
Oh, I'm like, give her what? Okay. High five, T Diddy.
Good job. Hell no, man. They always try to do that fucking shit. As soon as you start nutting early because you start want to work out because you want to look good for them, when you start doing leg day, you're going to start nutting early. She want to get rid of you and get the next young nigga. Do not quit your fucking job, bro. Stay there. You got to stay on your job. Keep fucking her. Only the reason why you still fucking her good is because you got confidence that you got cushion. The man who ain't got no cushion he always worrying about pleasing this one pussy, and then he gonna start nutting early and shit. Make sure you got a little something on the side just to keep your back strong. What you got, L'Oreal?
I feel like niggas try to do the same thing. That as like, I've definitely been in a situation where a guy has been like, "Hey, just quit your job. I'll take care of you." And then you're fucking stuck and broke and fucking nigga done cheated on you, or the bitch done fucking.
Yeast infection number 3. You're out of here.
You get like, I just feel like you don't never put yourself in a position where you got to depend on a motherfucker.
Nah.
Like, that's like, no matter what, I don't give a fuck if it's even like a job situation. Like, I don't never want to have to feel like I can't do something because of one person. And this bitch is going to be buying your tampons for you and shit. Well, he don't get a period. But like with a woman, that's how I was. It was like, I even got to the point where I'm like, damn, I gotta go to this nigga when I need pads and tampons. That
you
shit
can't
is
do that,
trash.
sis. Nah.
You doing good. You young. She looking for a son. Like,
she looking for a human vibrator to be around at all times.
Slash son, because you want to take care of the nigga. You don't got to take care of a vibrator. You could just buy another one and throw that away. She telling this nigga quit his job.
Yeah.
She already getting the dick. She don't got like, damn, enough. That's not enough dick. Like, you bitch, you got to go through menopause.
They get horny as hell. Yeah, they horny as hell them ages.
Wait, so menopause makes you more horny? I thought that shit made your shit not work right.
All right, that's why you always practicing. That's why you always trying to see if it was wrong with it. Like, when I thought something was wrong with my meat one time, I just kept playing with it because I'm like, yo, nigga, the fuck you alright, yo, talking to his ass. But if I know he alright, I'm gonna leave him alone. So girls who always think their
like,
pussy kind of fucked up.
Were you burning? Like, why would it just?
Nah, I don't know. I must have had a PTSD or something. My meat started working.
Your dick had PTSD.
Yeah. My meat had PTSD. Everybody else use it for everything else. They robbing banks shit PTSD.
Your dick has mental health illness.
It got a head, don't it? Is it PTSD out of your brain?
Okay, so I just want to say that I think it's a terrible idea. I feel like to even find a good job nowadays is difficult. So you don't want to so young just throw your whole life and career away for a woman that already lived her life. Like,
she's selfish.
She's hella selfish for asking you to do that shit. Yeah. Unless it's some shit where she feels like you're risking your health. Like, I'm scared. I fear for your life.
Yeah, the smoke from the fires, or you come always complaining to her like, "Yo, they got me jumping off mad buildings, and I broke my leg in my back." Mm-hmm. Yeah, he probably do. Just to get the extra $1 that she gonna give him though.
She's like, "Don't worry, I'll take care of you. You don't have to go back to work." You like, "Thank God," because they had the ladder up today.
It was 94 degrees, and the trainer told you wasn't giving us no water. You bitch
niggas
ass.
made me cook the lunch for all 45 niggas that work there.
You just training. You just getting there, bro. Keep your time in. Keep the fucking thing. Because listen, when that fail, you're going to be on that table. You're going to have to be dancing on the table and be one of the bartender guys. You know what happens after you be a bartender guy? Now you start being a fucking stripper.
But shit, he gonna have to do that for just that one bitch if he stay with her. So it's like, you rather dance on the table, strip for this bitch, or you rather do it for 40 bitches.
Them older women don't keep you too long. They pass you along. Only time they keep you if they sick. Like they got a disease. Like they got like a illness or something. Then they keep you around. Like, I found somebody I'm gonna die with. He's a sucker. So I'm gonna keep throwing money at him until I die.
Yeah, because nigga, once you get old, ain't no point in you no more. So, like, you ain't gonna be 21 for too long. Once you get to a certain age, she gonna find another one of you. Yeah, because she got money.
She got bread. She can control this atmosphere. You don't want to be controlled by this older woman. It's cool for a couple of weeks. She's gonna take you on a couple of trips, and then they get old, and then she started really showing that snoring, and they putting the teeth to the side. You don't want to do all that, bro. Fuck all that teeth to the side shit.
What the fuck are you talking about? What happens with the teeth to the side?
No, they take their teeth out. And you start like
hell no.
Yeah, they put the plaster shit real tight so you can stay after all night long. So when they wake up in the morning, you think they brushing their teeth, but they just plastering the teeth on to keep it tight.
Wax, you fucked with a bitch with dentures before?
Man, I told you her motherfucking shit was diamonds all over her fucking case.
Nah, I don't think you ever told us the denture story.
Yeah, she got dentures.
I don't think I could fucking do that. I think I would throw up.
I wasn't doing nothing with her. It's just like I just seen how she started moving.
Nigga, you was sleeping next to the bitch and she was comfortable enough to take her teeth out. You were
That's what I'm saying. That's motherfucking wild. Now it's time to go. I think that was the last motherfucker I did too.
Shit, I think that was it. Let me suck your dick.
When you start getting comfortable with your teeth, then it's a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Gummy bitches head is better than bitches with teeth?
No, she never let me know, but once I start seeing, it's like when she go to sleep, it shit loosens and her mouth was open, and I seen the teeth like still connected where her mouth was open. So it's like she had mad gums. You know what I'm saying? It's unbelievable. Like that
like Mr. Wilson from fucking Dennis the Menace.
Yes, it is unbelievable.
With the chiclets.
Nah, that's what I should have did. So listen, if y'all go into that bathroom and y'all see one of them cases that look at teeth, that's not her little denture thing. That's her actual teeth. You tell how much money she got. She got a dope case. You know how you tell somebody they got the Apple case or the little iPad things? It's like Louis or something like, oh, they got a couple of bucks.
No, nigga, if she has money, she would have veneers.
Oh, what's that?
Okay, let's move on to an email.
My hose is broke.
Okay, so y'all can also write emails into us because what happened was, just in case you haven't followed since the earlier shows, so we couldn't figure, we meaning T Diddy, couldn't figure out the voicemails on Zoom. So we had to start doing emails. So now we, as in me and Wax, are allowed to like fucking hear both because T Diddy figured it out, y'all.
There you go. Now we got 2 for 1. So good job, T Dizzle.
Yeah, she showed us how to put the porn on Zoom and flip it over and be able to hear that. But for some reason, she had difficulties with the voicemails.
You know what? I ain't mad coming through the back door. We got 2 for 1 now. You know what I'm saying?
You like coming through the back door? Is Carla on her period?
No. Let's go.
So let's address, okay, because one thing, we couldn't address this in a previous episode because obviously what's going on in the world, just in case you've been under a rock. But Wax got cursed out at the end of one of the episodes. And when I tell you the response was epic, people were like, yo, are you okay?
Yes.
Okay.
But people don't understand. If you follow us, you'll see that's how she talked to me all the time. It's like, it's just a language. Like, you see how I ain't really even care how she was talking. It was like, long as you ain't talk to them like that, we good.
Well, some people told us to call the police because they were a little concerned about what was happening with you.
Nah, believe me. That's why I ain't moving.
You're drinking now. You're fucking. We didn't know. Okay. So Wax wrote us in an email and it's anonymous.
What'd I say?
No, I'm joking. This isn't from you. I didn't even know if this is a woman or a man. I haven't read it yet. But okay, so if you want to leave a voicemail, then you could just send us, email. Then you could just send us an email to this email address.
Yes, it's bullyingthebeast@gmail.com. www.
Why did you have to fuck it up? Because you was doing so well.
I was. Damn, I don't usually get it so well from you.
Okay. Right. So let's talk about this person. First of all, if she did more than copy and paste, I just want to commend this person for being one of the first people to spell my name right in an email. So let's give this motherfucker a bell.
Yo, I spelled your name one time and I looked at it and said Oreos. How? I said, what the fuck is Oreo?
Because I'm mixed, nigga. They racist motherfucker. I ain't even white, motherfucker. It should be a fucking yellow cream filling and shit. All right. Hello, L'Oreal and Wax. I need your help with something.
What's up?
I got caught cheating on my girl.
Yeah.
Shit. We had been together for 5 years when she left. The infidelity happened in the second year of our relationship.
Okay.
We have an age difference of 8 years. Damn, what's up with y'all fucking with these old bitches?
I mean, talk to me. Did her titties get older or she got older?
But he never said if he was the older one or her. So let me.
Oh, okay.
We have an age difference of 8 years and definitely have differences in experiences, both in life and sex. Okay. We have been long distance from jump, but we've been making it work. Okay. She was in varsity at the beginning and is now working. Okay. I was working minimum wage at the jump, but I turned that around. So we're both doing very well right now.
Okay.
At the beginning, I must admit, I wasn't honest with her about my sexual expectations because I respected her pledge to abstinence and virginity. Okay, so I'm assuming she's younger.
Okay.
I really just followed her tempo regarding sex. But with time, as she got more comfortable, she pushed her boundaries and often offered me passes to have sex outside of the relationship to be, quote unquote, satisfied. When she felt she could not do what she thought I needed, I did not do anything on the side, fearing it was a trap. The infidelity came in the form of a woman I worked with that had a crush on me. Well, clearly you had a crush too.
Maybe and
not. Actively pursued me at work. My ego was definitely stroked because she just seemed not to have good relations with men in her life, but she idolized me and made me feel that way. She was the center of attention in our workplace, but I didn't pay too much attention because my cousin was actively and publicly pursuing her, so I didn't even see it that way. Yeah. You ain't shit. I made the mistake of becoming her confidant.
What that mean?
And that,
what's the confidant do?
And that led to an emotional. Let's break down the word. Confidant. Confide. Do you know what confide means?
Comfort my meat.
Yeah, close. Yeah. Basically, somebody that she can vent to, somebody that she can.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Because that's not what you were thinking at all.
Yeah, I would think. Okay.
Okay, let's move on.
All right.
And that led to an emotional connection that I shouldn't have nursed for so long. Yeah. We've never had sex or kissed.
That's the problem.
But there was definitely some hugs that were a little too long and conversations that may have went too far. Or me helping her where I shouldn't have while she was pregnant.
Hey, you fucking piece of shit. Okay, now who's the piece of shit?
Him. I don't love her, but I can understand how my relationship with her is not right. Nope. Considering my girl didn't know about it like that, we don't work together anymore, and she is engaged with 2 kids now. Well, I guess you only helped her with 1 abortion, so the other 2.
No, you're
but on occasion, because why would he say when she was pregnant? Anyway. But on occasion, she emails me telling me about her kids and how she wishes they were mine. I don't really.
We gotta put doodle on her. Can we do a thing like Lorel got the bell? I want like a squishing doodle. I want to put like a doodle on my hand, like squish it, like somebody we could throw doodle at. We need something from the Bully and the Beast. Like can't we put doodle on her?
You could definitely give me the bail. I'm just going to spend it on a bag and you could spend a couple of days in jail. And you have to think about the things you've done to hurt people.
Who, me?
You want to throw shit at them.
No, doodle. You don't think she deserves doodle somewhere? Or at least on her car doorknob or something like that?
Well, we didn't even finish it. So let's see what happens at the end.
How she going to call to somebody else and say, I wish my kids was yours?
That is some dirty shit.
Twerk, can you get into this real quick? What if somebody say that, Twerk? I wish my kids was yours.
That's some dirty shit.
Yo, you got to cut it off, man. 5 years in a relationship. I've been in my relationship for 5 years. Somebody said that to me. You got to cut it off, man. Blocked. You got to block that. If your girl sees that,
get out of the way.
Maybe she's just gaming him because she's bored. She probably quit her job like the firefighter.
I get it, but certain things you just don't say. Certain things you don't. You know, you get. I would even take a naked picture that your girl is sent before I hear your girl say certain things to a guy.
No, like that's OD disrespectful coming from a woman, man, a fucking dog.
She gets doodle. She gets doodle.
Oh, hold on. The plot thickens.
Talk to me.
All right. And how she wishes it was mine. I don't really respond to engage, but mostly out of common courtesy. Now here it goes. My girl checked my email this year and saw an email this woman sent a while ago of her daughter's birthday. I had responded with a birthday wish and thought nothing of it. She confronted me about it and I came clean, but the damage had already been done. I know I love my girl. Calling her my ex right now seems crazy. I'm not ready yet. I have over the 5 years been through everything with her, good and bad, growth internally and externally. She's a real one who held it down and I messed it up. She is exactly like she sounds, truly something special. And I know it and have known it all along. I can't imagine living the rest of my life without her as my girl. Amen. Do we need to have an ugly breakup or a time apart? Because we still talk, and I could tell that we talk, we both hold, that when we talk, we both hold back. For me, because of guilt and shame, and for her, because she doesn't want to fall back into this situation because I hurt her. What's a man to do?
I got you, bro. You got to go into it like this, like always. See twerk guy, you see the fucking face? This is how you got to do this motherfucking shit. You got to go
has a boyfriend. He doesn't know.
Well, listen, you can do this anyway. You can get gay, straight, bi, all of the above. You know what I'm saying? You got to go into it.
G, the B, the T, the
A, B, C, W, K, X, Y, and Z. That's who he is. But I want you to go in there and say, I tried to fuck your sister, or I fuck your sister, or I fuck somebody, like, right? Listen to me. And you gonna get her to tell you every fucking thing in the world, but you lying. You see what I'm saying? So I want you to go in there and just straight out, I need to sit down and talk to you. Because he talking about they both holding back when they talk. All right, I know how to loosen this motherfucking shit up real quick. Listen, I fuck your sister. One night she told me to meet her somewhere. I fuck your sister. And I fuck one of your best friends or something like that, right? And then she gonna be like, so what? I fucked Jeremy and Bob. I sucked Bob dick behind the bar one night. You gonna get all that shit. What you think?
No. Terrible idea. I think that he fucked up. He's been fucking up. If you knew you had a good girl, what the fuck is wrong with you? You talking to a bitch you don't even care about that had 2 kids since you've been talking to her. And none of them is yours. And she's acting like she wants to be with you while she lives with a whole nother man and you're entertaining her. You don't even like her. You're just a loser. I don't give a fuck.
He should have said nothing. I don't think he did nothing that bad. He shouldn't have responded at all.
The nigga said he's been cheating on her since the 2nd year of the relationship. They've been together for 5.
Well, with that girl right there? No.
With other bitches.
Yeah, the other bitches.
And this bitch is worse because it's like she was fucking with your cousin, got pregnant by another nigga, all kind of shit, and you still talking to her just because a couple niggas at your office thought she was cute. You ain't even like her. Yeah, you sound super lame. Like you got the best bitch, somebody that you actually think the world of.
Yeah, bro.
Treating her like
sit your dumb ass down.
That has a whole nother life that you don't
dumb ass
like.
Down. Yo, and I'd be mad if I didn't do anything with a girl and I don't have no interest in her and I know I'm never going to go see her and my shorty fine.
And you throw your whole relationship away. And it's not like he's saying I want to get rid of this bitch. He likes her.
Yeah, bro. Just sit down. If you really think listen, if your girl worth anything, you won't do it.
That's not his girl, and she's smart. Let me tell you something. I like this girl a lot because she knows her worth. She even let you cheat on her, and you still did some bullshit. The fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Like you had the entire world. Like
I don't like the other girl though.
And then you had the girl you wanted.
Can we put the doodle on the other girl? The girl who talking like she want to she wish the baby was his and all that shit. Like she could doodle.
What about her?
She gets doo-doo, bro. That's disgusting.
Who's worse? That bitch at least has a happy home that she's in, and she's talking to this nigga because she's bored.
You sure he's bored by saying them type of things? That's not bored talk. That's
nigga,
like dangerous.
If she wanted him, obviously she could have him because the nigga done fucking lost his whole girl over the bitch.
You stupid ass niggas, bro.
Dumb.
Bro. I listen. I'm erasing. I went the other day, erased out of my erase. You know what I'm saying? Like I erased shit, and I erased more shit that I thought I didn't erase, and then I found some other shit that I thought I erased, but I ain't erased. So I erased that shit too, cause I don't know nothing.
This is what I'm saying. If you're gonna be messy, at least be messy for a reason. You messy with some bitch you don't even give a fuck about.
With two kids.
With kids.
Who ain't gonna leave the other nigga for you, bro.
She's not going nowhere. She had the kids since she knew you. That's the even sicker part. Like, nigga, you sat there and held her hand through all the deliveries, and then you let her ruin your relationship.
Let my friend come in. Hold the baby.
And you there telling the daughter happy birthday from Uncle Bobby and shit.
Ass,
and your goofy ass just lost your whole bitch. You lucky she still talking to you. And you know what? Y'all niggas always do that. Y'all always throw away a good relationship for some shit that don't matter.
We don't. I keep it 1,000. I was one of them stupid ass niggas. That's why I got to hold on what I got now. I was a stupid ass. Y'all know how I was. I was a piece of shit.
And then y'all always got an excuse for why you talk to this bum ass bitch that doesn't matter. Like, well, I was just talking to her because I was bored. Nope. Oh, thank you. You ruined my life over
all our plans is ruined.
All our plans, nigga, my future. Like, I had to tell a nigga, my ex, I had to tell him, I'm like, yeah, I feel like you purposely ruined my dreams in life because you're a piece of shit. Like, it's just like certain things that I knew that I was going to do by certain times. It was like, that nigga was like, fuck this bitch and her dreams. Like, thank God I got God on my side.
God blesses. God blesses. Amen.
You get what I'm saying? But a nigga will really try to come, or a bitch, you know, a nigga or a bitch will come and purposely ruin your fucking life.
Yeah.
And have no intentions on, like, they don't have no intentions on making a good life for themselves. So they'll fuck up your shit and whatever else comes in the path.
I said they wrecking ball. I call them wrecking ball, motherfucker.
Well, wrecking ball, you're the wrecking ball today. Yes. You had everything, and you threw it away to say happy birthday to another man's daughter.
Thank you for being a piece of shit because I'll make sure. Guess what? I'm gonna look through my phone and erase more shit, nigga, just to make sure I ain't got nothing. Because fuck you, nigga. Thank you, Twerk. Start erasing, Twerk. We ain't got time for this shit. We ain't got time for this shit, nigga. But listen, L'Oreal, in your case, thank God for Monster, because guys are going to be scared to be with you because you're crazy. Why Monster. Thank God for Monster.
Oh my God, Monster loves me so much. But why? Like, every guy that I've ever dated is still to this day trying to get back with me.
Yeah.
Except for one.
These niggas are crazy.
Except for one, and that's because, like, I made him look so fucking retarded in life. Oh, sorry, that's a bad word. I made him look so crazy in life that the nigga's just like, this bitch she's just gonna make me feel like shit for the rest of my life. So why would I even speak to her?
You probably treat him mean and bad. I feel sorry for this nigga.
Yeah, I mean, anybody that does some fucked up shit to me, I treat them mean and bad for the remainder of the time I know them. Like, that's how you get treated because I never did nothing. Like, I don't treat my niggas bad. I always treat.
Why you treat me bad? Why you treat me like shit?
You're not my nigga.
I know I ain't your fucking nigga. I'm just saying, like, you treat me.
You're like my bitch. So I'm gonna
fuck you. Keep going. What the fuck else we got? We got fucking Black Lives Matter. We got what the fuck we got?
We just shitted on our poor little fan. I'm just telling him he was wrong.
Man, that shit whack though, bro. Listen, but everything that we're saying, he feel. He just want us to keep it real with him. Yeah. That's why he came to Bully and the Beast.
Okay, so I have a question.
Talk to me.
Why, when y'all fuck up like that, right? And y'all fuck up really bad, why do y'all kind of just give up? And it's like, y'all might fight for it for a little bit, but then it's like, this bitch is never going to forgive me, so fuck it.
Yeah, because it's like certain things we know is like an automatic crash in a car. Like certain things is like, all right, she went through my phone and she see me texting with some bitch. All right, that's like, you get a scratch on the side of your car. You know what I'm saying? But if you get a bitch, I'm just saying, but if you get a bitch pregnant or if she caught you like fucking a girl, or you was at her like disrespect her and like a group thing, like you on somebody's Instagram, you automatically total waltz the car. You
But
ran
that's
over a
not what you
bridge.
told me before, you fucking contradicting
Talk
ass
to me.
motherfucker.
Talk to me. Talk
you
to me.
said that having a baby on somebody makes you tighter.
No, I said if your girl take you back.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. How the fuck she gonna get you back if you don't try to get her back?
Yeah, because some people be like, damn, I fucked her friend and got her friend pregnant. She'll never take me back. Like certain things that you'd be like, I crashed this fucking total lost this car. Now, if I fucked this girl in LA because I was flying to LA and she don't know about her and the baby came up 2 years old and me and her got a great relationship right now, she might not leave me. So, okay,
let me
I
explain
total lost
to you
that
how
car,
I will
but I got it fixed.
Murder. Do you hear me? I will fucking murder a nigga if he tries to come to me 2 years later talking about he got a 2-year-old baby.
He might not know.
You forced me to stay with you, you fucking bitch ass nigga.
He didn't know. He didn't know.
Oh, hell no, yo. Thank you, God, Jesus. Thank you, God. You never like, I think it's one thing to be having a baby on a bitch, but then to pop up and tell her 2 years after you was fucking stuck with this nigga, like, nigga, I could have left your bitch ass 2 years ago.
But why would you leave him if you loved him? Look at that 2 years that you had happy time.
Why would you fuck a whole bitch raw and have a baby with her if you loved me?
You're right. All right. Kind of on your side a little bit, but Jesus Christ, L'Oreal. But what about the laughs you had them 2 years? What about the happy times?
Fuck them laughs, nigga. You were laughing with that bitch.
They was fake laughs.
Those was fake laughs because you was crying inside. And as I'm sitting there, thinking we're spending the best times of our lives together, you're sitting here if this bitch finds out at any given moment we're done, this could be our last laugh. So like,
I better laugh like a motherfucker. I'm gonna laugh like I never laughed before until you find out, because that's kind of fucked up.
Nah, y'all, I need my homegirls on this one. Smith and T. Diddy. Would you be madder if a nigga told you when a bitch was pregnant, or if he told you when the bitch had a 2-year-old son in his head?
2 years old.
Thank you.
Because this whole time, like, you've been reckless. And, like, I'm just thinking, like, this is totally real. We're cool. We're working things out, X, Y, and Z. And you're going to pull that.
Nigga had a whole child on you, like, went to the delivery room.
No, I don't even know what
had a baby shower.
Like, that's something to black out on, because I'm just like...
You would go to jail? I would go to jail.
I was mad equal. Like, I don't really have
equal, but I feel like 2 years, T. Diddy.
Yeah, that's fucked up. No, that's
the nigga forced you in a relationship, had a whole baby.
But what if he didn't know?
Well, shut the fuck up.
He still cheated and everything else. Fuck out of here.
Listen, maybe he cheated and maybe he told you he cheated, but he didn't know he got the girl pregnant.
That nigga knew. That bitch ain't gonna do that shit on her
own.
It's
so funny. That's what I'm fuck out of here.
Listen, you know how many times dudes, nothing and girls don't even know their fucking name? And but like, yo, I just smashed her one night. I was drunk. I was like, I can't tell you where this bitch live at. And then you find out she's 6 hours away on the flight. You see what I'm saying? So
trust and believe, if that bitch knows anything about anything, she gonna hit a nigga up for a couple dollars. Ain't no bitch trying to go through a whole pregnancy, delivery, and a whole raising of a child alone. No bitch. I don't give a fuck who she is. She want the nigga around. I don't care. She got all the money. She want the nigga around some form of fashion. Period.
Yeah. Well,
especially if she fucked him. If it's a sperm donor situation and they went to the bank and did eggs, and that's something different.
Peace, that's different.
If you had a relationship with the nigga or any kind of sexual anything, you can't tell me that you didn't want that nigga around your child life.
What was a prostitute? All right, so would you be mad? It was like some fly
prostitute.
What about a fly chick off Instagram? Or a prostitute,
nigga, a fly chick off Instagram. What is that? Like,
I'm just saying. Like she's okay. She's not a bum ass chick to where she look good.
Oh, that's good. You doing good for yourself. You got you a new girlfriend.
Maybe, but a prostitute. Would you like? But she ouch. Man.
Oh, you mean like an Instagram prostitute?
Yeah, like which one would you be mad at?
Selling pussy. It's one thing if you give me a couple dollars because we've been in a relationship and my rent need to get paid. It's another thing if you like when we meet up, nigga, that's going to be 1,500. That's a prostitute. I don't judge nobody that do that, but I don't want my nigga fucking another bitch, let alone a bitch he had to pay $1,500 to fuck.
Then he got her pregnant. Like,
then
Lord
he got
have
her pregnant.
mercy. Bam.
So now you're really broke, nigga. Because
now you really fucked.
Pussy cost $1,500. How much was the baby? Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah.
I'm disgusted by this conversation.
It happens.
I got an attitude because I didn't even like, and we're going to get off this topic, but I have to get this off. It was a nigga that I used to deal with. And I'm not going to say like out of nowhere, he had a 2-year-old baby, but I stopped talking to him. And then when we start talking again, the nigga's like, yeah, something, my kids. And I'm like, kids? I thought you only had a son. And the nigga like, yeah, I have a daughter. And he said her age. And when I did the math, I'm like, I was fucking with this nigga at that time. So like, low key, it was a similar situation. But I was like, fuck this nigga because, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going.
But what about the laughs that y'all had when y'all was together?
The fuck? You got a goo gaga with your son or daughter or whatever the fuck you just had, nigga. The laughing is done. He how?
But what about the laughs? What about the laughs y'all had?
I'm a laugh at your bum ass.
Yo, that nigga, whoever say that to y'all, yo, whoever say that to y'all is a crazy ass nigga. That nigga is a fucking, I don't know what the hell. That nigga is fucking, he fuck with kids. Because
it's just weird because it's like if you and Carla got into an argument and then y'all start talking again 2 years later, she's like, here goes my 3-year-old son. And you're like,
fuck you.
And it ain't you. And then the nigga got blue eyes and fucking blonde hair. You like,
fuck you.
So I was feeding you all that time and that wasn't even my kid.
Fucked up.
Okay, so let's move on. Look, he's getting upset. He's like, wait a oh shit, your son come out looking like Ricky Ricardo and shit.
That is
all right.
Fuck.
So a Minnesota attorney has General Keith, his name is. He charged Derek Chauvin with 2nd-degree murder. The only thing I don't like about this is, like, I was watching CNN the whole first day that this is the cop that put his knee on George Floyd's neck.
Yes.
And the problem that I had with this is when I was watching CNN, they actually said that 3rd-degree murder made more sense for him to get charged. And the reason being was he can't get charged with 1st-degree murder because that's a cop I think we talked about this a little bit. That's a cop that gets murdered or premeditated, which that wasn't that. And then 2nd-degree murder was like he had the intent to do whatever, which is harder to prove.
Under control.
And then 3rd-degree murder was what was going to have him facing 25 years in jail. So because of the pressures of the protesting and all that stuff, they actually raised or that's what people are saying. It was because of the pressures of the protesting that they raised it to 2nd-degree murder, which is, again, harder to prove. So this is a little scarier, even though it's like a tougher charge, a harder charge, harsher charge. It's still easier for him to get off. So that scares me. But they did charge the other 3 officers as well. So that's a victory. I also seen 3 names.
That's good. That's great.
Yeah. So I also saw 3 names released for the murderers of Breonna Taylor. Now, I got to really check it because I haven't seen it on I haven't seen it on CNN, but I've seen it circulating earlier. And it was 3 white cops that they had pictures of, and one was a sergeant. So I'm not 100% sure. I got to double, triple, and quadruple check that before I put that out there. But if so, this would be our first time hearing who the murderers were. They've kind of hid that. And, they say that the police didn't have their body cams on, which is so ironic because another incident happened in the same exact state where they killed the guy. His name, they called him the barbecue man. And they actually murdered him. But they're saying he was shooting at the police first. Not that that makes it any better or different. No. But the cops that were involved in that actually said their body cams wasn't on. So that's a little sketchy. And that's something that, should be looked into. Yes. I also think that because I asked an attorney, one of the civil rights attorneys, And what they were saying was that when the police don't have the body cam on, it's something that the precinct knows, it's something that the department knows, because it has to be agreed amongst everyone. So I believe that they should be penalized just for not having the body
for sure, for 1,000%. 1,000%.
Period. Like, before we even get to talking about who shot who did what, who did what where, I think every police officer should be held accountable if their body cam isn't on, because that was the whole
1,000%.
point of even having body cams, is because they were doing corrupt stuff and getting away with it. So, my opinion, personally.
Mine too.
Also, Breonna Taylor would have turned 27 this past Friday.
Wow.
So, and she's a pretty girl. Like, not that makes it any better or worse, you know what I mean? But it's just so young. She was a EMT, which is part of their whole family. When you think of like police, firefighters, EMTs, it's just very unfortunate. She was innocent, sleeping in her bed, a bullet shot through her neighbors' houses, and they're also suing the police force. So let's see how that all pans out, y'all.
Ouch, man. Ouch.
I just hope that we get some kind of justice for her, because it was just nothing. And I get it wasn't on video, and that's the main thing that people are going with to kind of
go viral.
Charge these people because they're on video. But like, come on, like, everything is not going to be on video, so we got to figure this out.
Yeah, prayers for all the families lost. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Now, Ahmaud Arbery, they came out and said that after he was dead, after he was killed, that the murderer said "fucking nigger" over his body, which makes that a hate crime, which means that these guys are for real gonna probably end up in jail for a long time. So all three of those murder charges are gonna go through. So I hope they rot and fry in that motherfucker.
Fuck yeah, we have no place for y'all.
Every day by Big Black Dick.
Yeah, we have no place for y'all out here. You know what I'm saying?
Place.
There's no place for you out here. We're trying to have peace for like all the peaceful things people putting up, all the peaceful things that come across mine. I repost them. Just send a tag or AWACS and some shit. But I don't really want to put all the other crazy stuff on there. I don't care for it. But I just want to, see people trying to be peaceful, and let's do like somebody sent me a bunch of people trying to get together and trying to get these young boys jobs because they saying that the unemployment rate is done. And, these people out here really can't eat. Like, it's a lot of outrage because a lot of looting and stuff like that because people ain't eating. You know what I'm saying? So they out here just looting and stuff like that. But we got to try to build this community back up. So, like, listen, they're not going to stop looting. That's why it's taking so long. You usually have protests for 2 or 3 days or something like that. It's just looting shit and stuff is still going on because these people are not eating. They're trying to sit there and grab things so they can sit there and resell it and stuff like that. They don't have anything at all. They got no jobs.
I mean, that's one part of it, but like, they have proven so many times that the protesters are not the looters, and that the looters are actually, and we talked about this a little bit before, but a lot of the looters are actually white supremacist groups that are going out and destroying Black communities.
Them too.
And it's because they feel like they could just blend in. Like, let me tell you something. All these protests that I've been seeing, and I'm not saying that, I shout out to other allies that, the Black race has, and all the people that have been standing up. A lot of white people have been standing up. But the scary part about that is they're blending in, the white supremacists, and they're covering their face up,
all
and they're
black,
breaking things
the
up.
mask, yes.
And then there's been plenty of videos. Like, at first it was just one where it was an undercover cop that broke up, was breaking up the shops for people to run in. But now they have whole forces of cops that
we're seeing them busting windows and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're placing bricks in places where they want people to smash windows, and it's just really disgusting. And they come and they instigate. They're in the middle of these crowds,
but
and there's plenty of video that have come out where the protesters are actually yelling at the person in the crowd, like, stop doing that. That's not what we're doing here. You know what I mean? We're here to protest, and it'll just be one guy or whatever. But I've also seen, oh my God, some of the most disgusting videos. I've seen white men threatening black men with guns just in the street
just
in
taking
front
it
of
up.
police
And
officers.
they can't do nothing about it because they got permits for it. It's retarded.
Well, what are you talking about? Because they use that as excuses to kill us.
Yes.
They definitely said, well, he had a gun. It was situations where they have said, like, listen, I'm registered to carry. I do have a gun. It's locked up in my, and they shoot him anyway. Well, he had a gun.
Shoot him.
And I'm watching these white supremacists
getting away with it like a motherfucker. I'm talking about big guns too.
Big
guns.
guns.
That shit.
And they're lined up like, yeah, motherfucker was good. And the cops are standing next to them. And I'm like, is this a fucking joke? Like,
it's real life. This is our real life.
Then also what they did to that old man was so
pushing
disgusting.
them all the way back, man. Piece of shit. These pieces of shit. They're about to start showing their force. It just sucks and it's disgusting.
And be clear, and if white people, you don't see it by now, thank God y'all have to see it. Because we've been dealing with this for a long time. Now, these motherfuckers are bold. They are putting their hands on you if you're white, Asian, a baby, 5, grown, old. They don't give a fuck. Yo, they're a gang.
Yeah, they literally are. Yeah. So y'all got to step up and see. Yeah, you got to step up and see exactly what the fuck is going on. If you don't, then, hey, man, whatever happens, happens. We can't help you out.
Oh, the crazy thing is Smith is saying that the same cop who ended up pushing the old man had the audacity to be kneeling in solidarity. But let me tell you about that as well. Did y'all not hear the other cops instigating for them to push that man?
I heard them.
They were trying to help that man at first.
Yeah, what?
I'll keep it all the way 100. Them 2 cops in the front was actually like seeing what was up, like what was he saying, and they were like, "Push him out the way, push him out." And it was
they even wanted to try to help him up. And they was like, "Get the fuck out, keep going."
They was like, "Keep it pushing." So you know what I think is fucked up? Because that goes to show you how cops in the force get fucking bullied. And what are they doing? Now, them 2 niggas is gonna get arrested for niggas that was in the back telling them, push that motherfucker out the way.
It's about trying to excite some shit, man, because you got to understand, what are you actually going through? You about to go to war. You don't know what these people in the crowd got. Your adrenaline going as a cop. Like, they going through things too, and I'm not giving excuses, but it's like,
no,
he hears something like that. He like, just go. He don't know what the fuck is going on.
And he don't know. Maybe he feel like the nigga might have had a gun
bomb or some type of shit. Like, what the fuck? Is this something that I missed because my head might be screwed off right because I'm going through all these things that's coming out as fast? Do this man come up at us with a gun or with a knife or with a fucking bomb? Like, that's kind of fucked up, yo. It's kind of fucked up. That dude in the back should get beat the fuck up.
Facts. But one thing I will say is we have seen some funny moments as well. The woman that was getting arrested, and I feel like y'all posted the other day. And she's like, you gonna lose your job. You gonna lose your job.
You gonna lose your job.
That shit was pretty funny. And then Big Dick Daddy from Cincinnati. Did y'all see him?
What's that one?
He was like, what's going to end all this? He was like, for me, just some pussy.
Pussy. I want some pussy. That's my guy. I just want some good pussy. And I'm good.
No, but it sounded like he was really like preaching at first. He was like, it's just like injustices. And they were like, well, what do you feel like will end this all? He was like, when it stops or when I get some pussy. I was like...
So this is my guy.
So there has been some lighthearted moments that even people stepping up, like John Boyega. I really love how he's been out there and like, if he wants to give me a call, my number is, no, I'm joking. He's just been so dope because he's been like having these messages where he's even talking to Black men, like, listen, we need to protect our Black women. They're ours,
our responsibility.
Also Keke Palmer. I think she had a dope moment where,
Appreciate
she had some of the National Guards kneeling with her. Even Kanye West, y'all. I got to give a shout out to Kanye West, and he's been on the shitty side of us for the past few months, ever since he backed behind Trump. But he donated $2 million to the family of Breonna Taylor, and I think that was supposed to be in Black Excellence, but I'm sorry, I'm just gonna spill the beans.
Hey man, hey, that's any time.
So,
like,
he donated to the families of Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and George
appreciate
Floyd.
you, Kanye.
He also they did like a fund for his daughter for college. But Kanye was out in the streets, y'all. He was in Chicago and he was protesting. Yeah, and I didn't see him taking much pictures. I didn't see him open his mouth. It didn't look like it was about him for a change.
Ain't about that right now.
Shout out to Kanye. I mean, Kanye is one of the artists that has been saying for years, like, we're the new slaves and this, that. I think that's why we were so disappointed when he got behind Donald Trump or when he married Kim Kardashian. It was kind of like contradictory of everything he was like pushing and pumping like about our people. But I just feel like he got back to it at least the other day, even if it was only for a day. It just felt good to see him out there with the people, you know?
Appreciate that.
Now, two motherfuckers that is on the flip side of shit. Cause you know it ain't all good, baby.
It can't be. We can't appreciate the good and the bad ain't out here. What we got? What you got for us?
Trina.
What she say?
Trina, man, she was one of the most disappointing just of everybody, because when you think about Trina, to me, I would have thought that it wouldn't have been no question. Like if we was talking about who was going to be behind our people and we lined them up and was like, okay, let's say Trick Daddy, because he on the show with her. Of course, Trick Daddy for the people. Trina, I would be like, of course, Trick Daddy for the people. Kanye, I don't know. He might be, you know, like nowadays. But for it to be like Trina said some disrespectful stuff, check out what she had to say.
What Trina say?
They need to make the curfew at 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. That's how I feel.
No.
Keep everybody off the streets, these animals off the streets that are running around in Miami-Dade County acting like they have escaped from a zoo. Lock them up at 5 p.m. so the streets can be nice and clean. That's how I feel. That means tear up our city?
Ain't nobody tear up no city.
That means tear up our, that means run through and tear up our stores and burn down our stuff and break in our stores. I don't approve of it, period.
My problem with is a bunch of things. I mean, the fact that you calling your own people animals from the zoo. I mean, she apologized after, but it wasn't nearly as passionate as she felt when she was going in. Also, as far as the license and registration, Philando Castile had his license and registration. People had that. Yes. Sandra Bland had her license and registration.
Even his gun permit. So
George Floyd had his license and registration, because if he didn't, we would have heard about it. You didn't heard he got coronavirus. Everything. He smoked a cigarette when he was 12.
He's on crack. Everything.
Fam.
We know he got porn and fuck white women. We know that much. So
nigga, and we still don't know where the niggas are that was in the car with him. Where they at?
Where they at? And what's their name? We have how they escape out.
Some niggas just dipped and like
the nigga with the white shit with the hat on, right? The white shirt and the hat on, right?
His homeboys that was in that black car with him.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen that.
I heard nothing about them.
This is all weird, y'all. Mad shit be funny. Like, even if you, like, I know this don't got nothing to do with it, but even to go back to the nigga that testified against the Botham Jean, the woman that killed Botham Jean. Remember the nigga they said he was a drug dealer and all kind of shit? He disappeared after he testified.
Where you go? Hey, where the fuck these motherfuckers go? I mean, we heard nothing about them. Like, they not even witness. Nobody talking to them on none of this social. They ain't on sway. They ain't on shit.
Well, that one they murdered, and that was something that came out. Like,
come on, Bully and the
Beast.
Beast.
Of course, they're not gonna say they murdered him, but he just so mysteriously died a week after trial and all that. Like,
yeah, come on, Bully and the Beast, before they try to holler at you, man.
All right, but yeah, let's go back to Trina, the matter at hand.
Yeah, but she wild.
You know, I just felt disappointed in her. I feel like if she's not one of those artists that I would feel like a lot of white people support. You get what I'm saying? Like, if we was talking about somebody like Eminem, Lil Wayne, like Jay-Z, even
the crossover artists, we understand.
You get what I'm saying? You go to their concerts, you see a bunch of white people. You go to a Trina concert,
the baddest bitch you got to,
and somebody else
nasty,
is just
black, they out there being nasty,
and there's niggas out there.
Period.
We support you, sis,
all day long. Look just like
not
Nicki.
White people.
Yeah.
So I'm just like a little sick at the fact that, and a big part of what started all this was because her friend's store got tore up. But what Trick Daddy was trying to say to her in the beginning was like, yo, your friend got insurance. these people's lives are lives. Like
Black Lives Matter. Harem
he
said
was
it
like, I get pulled
times.
over and I'm scared. And she's like, I'm not scared.
I ain't scared. I got my license registered. That don't mean shit.
Nothing.
I'm telling you, that don't mean shit. Guess what? When you reach for them license registration, they're gonna pop you. That's what he's trying to tell you.
Man,
that's why they're tearing the place up.
George Floyd had a $20 bill that he didn't even know was fake. And he died.
Yeah, head up. Killed him.
You got the nigga that ran in the church and killed all them innocent people, and they throwing a fucking bulletproof vest on dude. Trina, how dare you?
And fed him. Come on.
They fed him. They took the nigga to what, McDonald's or some shit? Like,
yeah, you got no better than that. I mean, you know why she apologized? Because people was really on her. And again, you said something that excited her was her friend's store, or I'm about to say, did they try to rob her car? Did they try to vandalize her
they
stuff?
Messed up her friend's store that was on
it came from somewhere. I hear that because it came from somewhere, and she was just like exactly the mode that she was talking on the phone. She probably like, I'm gonna call you right back soon enough in the show, and she got on that show and kept it going. That's what it sounded like she did.
On morning radio. Imagine you're around enough people that do morning radio. It's certain things that like I could say if I did radio in the afternoon, but like they look at it like in the morning. You're taking kids to school. You're taking kids to school, stuff like that. Like I got in trouble for doing a who's capping about the weed man. Like not in real trouble, but niggas was like, you can't talk about the weed man L'Oreal for 4 minutes at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, you can't?
The kids there. They going to school.
But I'm definitely going to go up on Trina later. Y'all could tune in to Woo Chow on Patreon. I definitely will be going in. I actually went in a little bit on her on Who's Capping on my show, my morning show. But then also this guy, this motherfucker here, Drew Brees.
Bro, you hurt my feelings, bro, because I like you. Even though your team beats my team, I don't like you because of that. But I did like you as one of the greats. You know what I'm saying? But once you sit there and turn a deaf ear to what this man was doing, so all this time you like totally disregarded what this man was doing just to hear the white people say he's disrespecting our flag. That's all you heard?
Well, let's see what exactly he said to get him into so much trouble.
Of course, you're such a leader in the league. What is your responsibility as a leader in times like this for the rest of your teammates and players in the league?
Well, I will never agree with anybody disrespecting the flag of the United States of America or our country. Let me just tell you what I see or what I feel when the national anthem is played and when I look at the flag of the United States.
He also said something about his grandpas, right? Did I miss that part?
No,
because I think that was so. Basically, I'll just tell you, he was like, you know, when I look at the flag, I think of my grandparents. I think of my grandfathers who served in the war as this, that, and the third. And I'm like, me and LeBron had the same response. Like, nigga, this shit don't got nothing to do with grandpa, motherfucker.
Nah, you ain't here or seeing what the fuck is going on right now,
bro.
And the reason why this man you thought he's
police brutality. If you don't even see the white old senior citizen man getting his head split open because they feel like they're above the fucking law when they're supposed to be just having people abide in the law.
Yes.
That's it. So
they're supposed to enforce the law. That's it. Yeah. They think they are the law.
What the fuck don't you get? And then you know what's even worse? And it's the fact that you play in New Orleans. It's one of the blackest cities in America. And they support and love you.
How about hold you down, bro?
How about your teammates?
Ouch.
You're the quarterback, boy. What the fuck
You're
is
the
wrong
head
with you?
of these guys right now who actually go through it every fucking day. So you was straight ignoring the guy you was throwing the pass to.
Not even that. The guys that are protecting you on the field every game.
On the offensive line. Yeah.
You couldn't protect? You couldn't protect them? But you want them to protect you. They could permanently damage themselves. They could be hurt for life over protecting you over this fucking game, and they could be killed in real life, and you think it's a fucking game.
You think it's a game? Oh, he disrespected the flag. No, I don't go for that, bro. You're not listening why he's doing it.
The gag is the nigga kneeled before with his bitch ass. And I fucking posted the picture yesterday on my Instagram, and we can post it on the Bully and the Beast.
Please, let's do that.
You kneeled, you bitch ass nigga, you in London when y'all played against the Miami Dolphins. Get your shit straight, boy.
Why?
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Oh, so tell us why you did that, buddy.
It was cool for clout. Yeah, it was cool when everybody else thought it was cool, or it was the thing to motherfucking do because you was in a black city.
Yeah.
But when it comes time to speak up and use your platform, you a whole fucking bitch out here, and you do the opposite of stand up for what's right. You don't see that it's a fucking million other people saying that shit needs to change. You don't think that what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Deaf air, but he must got a whole lot of money. He's in a different tax bracket. He don't hear the noise. We must be that far down from this guy and where he live at and where he thinking, his whole atmosphere for him to fucking can't hear the noise. He don't hear the shit.
Nigga cop a plea, I'll tell you that. That nigga done said so many apologies. That nigga done wrote an apology. He done speeched an apology. The nigga,
I bet.
The nigga got the NFL open back just so he can apologize in the stands.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga done sung Lift Every Voice and Sing.
He better fucking figure it out because you hurt some feelings over here. You see our black brother got murdered just like that in front of our eyes. All our eyes, man. That shit hurt me, man. Just to fucking think of this, just to fucking talk about. Yo, I'm in Miami a couple of days ago, and the cops is like they going crazy out there because the protest is going out there, and and like every couple of blocks, 20 cop cars lined up. Probably got one person there. Like I'm terrified. I'm gonna get me the fuck off the street. I look just like the nigga that got killed. Man, a cop pulled up real fast behind me, turned his lights off, and then turned like this and kept going. I said, Lord, thank you, Jesus. Get me the fuck off these streets. Because you know, Wax, if I'm somewhere and I'm thinking that might be a little danger somewhere, you know how I'm rolling. So I'm talking about, it's just like, I got to get the fuck off these streets. You could be in the
car with nothing and be petrified. When one time, I think I told y'all this, I was drinking water. And the cop came behind me. I was like, and I tried to throw it down. And I'm like, bitch, you are allowed to drink water. And then I was like, wait, am I?
What do we got? Am I?
Am I? Oh, but you know who else pissed me off with this Drew Brees situation? She's already been a whole fucking bird anyway. Laura Ingraham from Fox News. So when LeBron and them spoke out against Donald Trump and like the corrupt shit he was doing, she told them to shut up and dribble. That they don't have, it was him and Kevin Durant. She said, like, why is they talking about politics when they make $100 million and they need to focus on that and shut up and dribble.
He gave you money to shut up.
That's what she said. But then when Drew Brees had to say whatever he had to say, she was like, he has the right to have an opinion and a voice. And it's unfortunate that people are in the street saying, fuck Drew Brees when... You know, this is just messing up the unity of the team. The unity of the team.
You don't get what's going on, huh?
Bitch.
You don't get what's going on,
huh? You're so oblivious and just fucking ignorant.
Because there's nothing to them. It's been going on. Why would we change now? Oh, everything's been so good. Just a couple die here and a couple die here, huh? You know.
Stupid bitch.
Yeah. Just all niggers. Right. Just fucking niggers. Right? That's all it is, right?
All right, so now Wendy's.
Talk to us.
So I thought Wendy's was pretty funny because Wendy's they put out there that Wendy's donated like $400,000 to Donald Trump, who's fucking hiding in a bunker with his scary ass. But anyway,
I'd be there too if I was him.
Oh, and y'all know that he built a whole wall. He's getting a wall built around the White House because building a wall is just what to do everywhere in the world when you have construction companies and your budget comes straight from where the fuck ever you want it to come from. Okay.
Build me a wall. I want another wall.
Put a wall around his ass. Put it underground at least 8 feet and call it a fucking grave. I'm sick of this. Build that kind of wall, okay? Anyway, so Wendy's is over party has started trending on Twitter and all this stuff because they wanted to cancel Wendy's. But then Wendy's actually came out and was like, first of all, we've never gotten behind any presidential candidate, period. And they went on and said all this other stuff, which we don't know if it's a lie or true or wherever the fuck it is, but they'll never, no one is gonna just, no company with their right mind right now should ever come out and say they put money behind Trump. I don't give a fuck if they funded his whole life. You better be fucking quiet.
Yes, unless you're John Deere or somebody like that, because only white people.
Because we already expect you to donate money to them.
Yeah.
Okay. So
chicken fillet.
So anyway,
chicken fillet. I was mad though. They say chicken fillet though.
Chick-fil-A, they also said, well, Chick-fil-A has had controversy for years between the LGBTQ community. Like, they don't support that. Or I'm surprised that they're doing as well as they are, because the gay community, you know,
you taste that chicken?
Not be playing that shit.
You taste that chicken? I bet you gay niggas be eating that chicken.
I don't eat chicken, nigga.
Well, gay niggas be eating that fucking Chick-fil-A. So they act like they,
because you're gay ass.
You fucking shut your ass up. I guarantee them niggas be thinking about we don't support Chick-fil-A. What the fuck? You hear what it's supposed to say? Chicken fillet is for gay. Boom.
Wax, that shit is not saying that at all. Chicken fillet, Chick-fil-A for all.
Chicken fillet.
All lives matter when it comes to Chick-fil-A, I guess. Now Wendy's is donating $500,000 to show their commitment to supporting the Black community. So now everybody,
can I get some?
Give. Okay, we're not gonna turn it down.
Nope.
So bring it on in. No. Just make sure y'all donate to the right place.
Please do that. Wax. Donate to Wax too.
Huh?
Wax's Cash App.
Wax through.
Yeah, but listen. I wasn't standing in line, and this white guy was like, "Hey, buddy, you want to get in front of me?" And I'm like, "I'm still shopping." He stood there and let me just so I get in front of him. Like, they being extra nice out this morning.
He was scared you were gonna rob him if you were behind him. That wasn't being nice. That was being safe.
Okay. I guess he thought if I go pull his wallet out or his money, I was gonna try to take it or something. Fuck! I thought he was trying to be nice.
You know the brand Off-White?
Tell me about it.
Kanye's friend. It's the shit that says white and it be crossed out in the back. Jackets cost like fucking $1,500 and socks cost $110 and shirts cost like $600. Either way, he's also the creative director at Louis Vuitton. This fucking Riri. Let me tell you what he did. So I just told you that his socks cost $110. I'm not exaggerating. You can look it up, right? The nigga decided to post this thing, Black Lives Matter, all this, all that, and showed that he gave a $50 donation to Black Lives. 50.
Yeah.
And then posted it like it was something to brag about, right? So let's just say he got slaughtered. Like, I'm talking about, and then another reason was because he decided to go on Instagram and say, streetwear is dead. And also he was talking about his friend's store that got looted. I think it's Second Time Around is the name of the guy's store. But he was basically just saying, like, you know, this is why streetwear is dead, because y'all don't respect the streetwear culture and y'all would have never did this to the store. And people are like, Virgil, shut the fuck up with your $50 donation. And it got to the point where
No, don't make a time for that. What the fuck he talking about?
Right.
Hey, shut up.
It got to the point where I don't remember who it was, but it was somebody that's like heavy on Instagram. They were so aggravated. Oh, I believe it was your boyfriend. Hello. It was our boy Jason Lee. Jason Lee was like, listen here, you bitch ass nigga. I'll give you your $50 back. And then he also got called out by Ducky Thought. She was like, listen, me and my African friends will show you. Because he was like, oh, it was just a challenge amongst me and those people. I donated $20,000. And he also was like copping a plea and apologizing. But she was like, let's show them how it's done. Me and my African friends gonna show how it is to really donate. But I just think it's disrespectful because you want to charge your people hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a t-shirt but then you want to give $50 to a cause for your people.
Yeah, come on, man. Or create or open up jobs, or just show that you're trying to go in the direction that we know and we all need to go in. We need to keep buying black, keep our black dollar. We make us stronger, them weaker. We have more control. We put ourselves and our family and our generations in better positions.
Well, he started as a black-owned company, but he sold and then surrounded himself with a bunch of white people. So
Not the
let's
move,
move
family.
on.
Not the move.
Black excellence, which wouldn't be him right now.
Nope.
Oh, let's do this ad.
Yep.
Hey, y'all. It's me, L'Oreal.
Yo. And it's
Who
your
are
boy
you?
Wax.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Okay. So no matter how you feel about Donald Trump or politics, there's some stuff going on that we all need to know about. In January, Trump was warned about the dangers of coronavirus by experts, and instead of taking actions that could have saved lives, he lied on national TV for 6 full weeks about the virus to protect the stock market. All for the money.
Always. That's what he's about.
Right. So people listened to him, thought it was okay, and then they went out and they got really sick. While he and Republicans trying to keep and protect the rich above everything else, Black and brown people and young people are losing their lives and jobs more than anyone else. Damn. None of us can afford another 4 years of his crap.
Please.
Right? So I need you to go to nextgenamerica.org/bully, BULLY, to commit to voting this fall. By signing up, y'all help send a message to other young people that we have the power in numbers to put an end to his mess.
Let's do it, people.
Come on, go to nextgenamerica.org/bully, BULLY, to commit your vote. Please go, y'all. It's very important. We always talk to y'all lately about the importance of voting, and we want to make sure that y'all go and do that. Again, nextgenamerica.org/bully to commit to vote. This is paid for by Next Gen Climate Action Committee, nextgenamerica.org. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
Yes, make
now back to our show.
Yes, let's do it.
Please get Trump out of here, y'all.
Yes.
I definitely, I'll drive people to go vote. Like, that's how serious it is at this point.
It's a must. It's a must. We got to change this around. It's not a game. You see how they just coming at us. I remember driving on the street, and I was backing up trying to get into this parking spot, and a white guy just pointed his finger at me like I will kill you, nigga. I want to kill you. And I was just like, and it went through me. Yeah, huh?
Just take the spot, idiot. It's not that serious.
Nah, but come on. But it's like, nah, you bugging. So I pulled back in there. He just drove off all fast. And my first initial thing is just chase this motherfucker. Because, it's like when he was saying it to me, and I'm like, this man would definitely kill a black man. He hate me.
And it's happened.
Spot. What the fuck is this businessman problem?
I remember that guy that got killed at the gas station. What was it, last year over that? Over parking spot.
Unbelievable. But I seen this guy rage and everything, but it put me to a place to where I was rage. You know what I'm saying? So I want to now chase this guy, and he probably would try to gun me down, or the place where I was at. It was like they would have tried to hit me up. Because I know they got their guns on them. That ain't shit for them.
Of course not. They could pull a gun on the police, and the police will be like, is everything okay here?
Yeah.
So weird.
Motherfuckers.
But one thing about Trump that I did notice, when the rioting started, he had no problem with calling the National Guard, and it took a matter of one day. But when it came to the coronavirus thing, I was watching, what's the name of that show on Netflix? Where's the one guy, he's Indian, and he just talks about politics. I know y'all know.
He's from London. His name is what's his name?
Hassan
or the name of the show, at least.
You're talking about Hassan Minaj?
Yeah, what's the name of his show?
I know exactly what you're talking about. He got an audience, and he got like a bunch of lights and stuff. He on the stage, standing on the stage.
Yeah, and he's been doing it from like a green screen. Patriot Act. Thank you. So the Patriot Act. Yes. I was watching how he said on there that Donald Trump had waited, like it was something he could have did basically so that all these people did not die of coronavirus. And he continuously waited. Now, he did say that it was other presidents, like 2 presidents before him, which would have been Obama and Bush, that knew that, you know, we had a small supply of masks and stuff like that, and they didn't do anything about it. But they said that Trump was the one that actually needed to go into action because they knew the pandemic was coming and he did nothing. Then they were also saying that we were making masks here, y'all, when we had none, and was outsourcing them shits to other countries because yes. So while we were dying and people in the hospitals didn't have masks
They're worried about money.
They had companies that was making masks and by law had to ship them to other fucking countries. Meanwhile, our goofy ass is waiting for China to make ours.
Yeah, money. Greedy.
And they wasn't sending us shit.
Greedy.
So, and we were sending it to China. You have to watch. It's like this one episode that I watched where I was utterly disgusted. Like, I hate Trump already, but like that right there, it just shows you he gives no fucks about us.
No way.
None.
You gotta know that. You
Get
gotta know
this
that.
nigga out of here. Anyway, let's talk about something more positive with Black excellence.
Yep.
So the mayor of DC, she's a Black woman. She's out here making changes, Mayor Bowser. And I thought this was super dope. She had a sign for Black Lives Matter in Lafayette Park and changed the name of a street by the White House to Black Lives Matter Plaza. I know Trump is probably kicking every wall down inside of that White House.
Surround your people around you, girl. Surround the people around you, man. Come on, y'all. Let's and it's not what I'm saying like this. I ain't like, come on, let's get it. I'm like, yo, let's put ourselves in the opposition because it seemed like we're more peaceful. You know what I'm saying? We ain't out here trying to do all this dumb ass shit. This is so fire.
Yay, just for Trump.
That's fire.
I hope it like looks out his bedroom window. Like, it's just right there. They also said that she wrote in bold, there we go, bold yellow letters in the street, Black Lives Matter. And it actually leads to the White House.
Fire.
That's hilarious. Okay.
Supposed to be like this is what I'm talking about. This is what it's how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to have ours. Listen, if we go to y'all territory, y'all try to hit us up. Can we at least have our territory? Give us ours because where we could be at. So because what y'all doing to us ain't cool. We can't mix together. It gotta be something. It gotta be some type of something. I don't want to be segregated. I don't want to be away from each other. But if we can't, if this is what y'all think y'all can do, and y'all the only ones who can uphold the law, no. Because it's going to keep this up. Can't do that, man. Figure it out. Black Lives Matter roll. Fire. Step one.
So let's talk about, we talked about Ella Jones. Big shout out to Ella Jones, the first Black African-American female mayor of Ferguson. So that is humongous. And again, like I told y'all, she decided to run after Michael Brown was shot by a white cop. And it just goes to show you that voting really does matter. Like, we really can change things. The problem is that they try to hide it in forms of language that we're not familiar with, or they try to make it a little more difficult for us to know who's for us and who's not. And the thing that I'm learning is because now I'm like, so like, wanting to be involved in it, that I'm like, well, how can I teach people who to vote for and stuff like that? And what I'm learning is, you know, different districts, you have different people. It would be way too many people to know every single person. You know what I mean? Like, especially like over in a week, if I'm like, oh, let me try to help people by this Tuesday. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? But all I could urge them to do is, you know, I did a lot of research on my own current district that I live in. Y'all know I live in Georgia. So like, I did some homework, you know, and there was another site. Let me make sure I give y'all this site because it really helped me a lot. And it compares the candidates. It also compares their, like, you know, their, what they want to stand, what they stand by, what they stand for. What is the name of this website? It's like something ballot. But either way, it allows you to compare the candidates. And I think that this is, what the hell is it called? It's something. Oh, here it is, y'all. Ballotready.org. So BALLOTREADY.org. You could put your address in there. You could pick what party you're voting for, and it'll break down the candidates that are going against each other.
I like that.
So you can see their policies. If it's like about education, you could click on education and read their policies on that. So I just think if you want to educate yourself a little better, besides asking somebody that may know around you, like that lives in your town, that knows a little more than you, but like definitely try to do your homework.
Simplifies it. And simplifies it for people like me, because that shit, I'd rather do that than try to read through or try to do that whole politics thing. I ain't got time for that shit.
Okay. And I'm like, okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, I mean, it's not easy. And I got overwhelmed when I was first looking stuff up.
Yeah.
It's
So
overwhelming.
stuff like that is dope.
This is our lives we talking about. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's not gonna be easy. Everything is not easy. Like we gotta want change. If we want to change, we gotta work for it sometimes.
Yes.
So okay, and like we said, big shout out to Kanye West for donating that money to those families. It's like to pay for their legal teams, their families again, like their travel back and forth to court, all of that stuff that they have to go through. It's very expensive to fight a case.
Very expensive, yes.
What is this about Serena and her husband? T. Diddy?
I just saw that that her husband said that he's going to step down. He's the Reddit. Hold on, let me find it. I don't know how I want to lock, but he's the co-founder of Reddit co-founder of Reddit. Let me find the link.
Yeah, Serena's boyfriend or husband or whatever they are at this point. I know he got some chicken. Like he already had money.
Serena Williams?
Yeah,
here it is. Here you go. Hold on. I'll share it.
Why? Because he's stepping down because all fans got on there.
Only whack.
Years ago, I co-founded Reddit as a place for people to find community and a sense of belonging. It is long overdue to do the right thing. I'm doing this for me, for my family, and for my country. I'm saying this as a father who needs to be able to answer his black daughter when she asks, "What did you do?" So, I have resigned as a member of the Reddit board. I have urged them to fill my seat with a black candidate, and I will use future gains on my...
That's dope.
You know what's dope about that? Because Reddit is like super big right now, and they refer to it as a white platform. Like if you talk to anybody that's really in the industry, the first thing they'll say is Reddit is for white people.
Yep.
Even when our first clip that went viral on Reddit, we didn't. Well, I know.
I never knew nothing about it.
I didn't know what it was. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna.
Me too.
I had no clue. And I was at the movie theater, and this white man and this Asian man came running up to me with the video, and it said Reddit at the top, and he was like, "Is this you?" And I'm like, why does this white and Asian man know who the fuck I am? Like, it was like that, you know what I mean? But
yeah, it was crazy.
It is like a dope, platform, but they do say that it's a white platform.
How many millions they had? How much is it? Reddit. I mean, the numbers.
You want to buy it?
No, I'm just saying, how many followers they got?
I don't know if that's how it works.
No, they ain't got Instagram. They ain't got a.
It's like it's a social media platform.
See, I ain't even know.
I'm explaining it to you. Nobody's getting upset. It's a social media platform.
Oh, I thought it was like an Instagram. I thought it was Instagram. I don't know what the fuck going on. Hey, Reddit.
So you thought Instagram was a Reddit?
Almost the same thing.
It is what I'm saying. It's not the exact same thing, but it's a social media platform where you can share content, if I'm not mistaken.
So do Instagram got a lot of followers?
Thank you, Unlock. Help your boy.
Okay, unlocked. So Reddit is like a place where people just share things. Like almost like how Tumblr was. A good example is like you know how OnlyFans, you could only you have to pay for OnlyFans. Well, like Reddit, people record like screen record like OnlyFans and post it on Reddit, and like just share like.
Yeah, they be sending me a lot of all fan shit. I be like, hell no.
OnlyFans. Anyway, let's get into who's on drugs.
Yo.
Who's on drugs? Who's on drugs? Who? Okay, so if you know anything about who's on drugs, we're gonna talk about some things. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna give y'all some advice. Wax is gonna get cursed out by the end of the show. And then we're gonna go about our merry fucking lives, okay? Yes, so if y'all want to participate, all you got to do to join in on the fun is hit us up on Zoom.
Yes.
And I know we got like 10 different ways of reaching out to us, but get with the fucking
try them all.
Try them
all. Fuck it. If you really want to get on, try them all.
Right. So let's get into who's on drugs.
Yeah. What we got?
I guess this one call just hung up, so now we just gotta wait for more people to come on.
Shit, we about to have no callers this episode. I'm cool with having one. How long we been on?
We started at like probably 2:30ish.
What time is it?
That's what I'm saying. We could do like one call and dub because we did a voicemail and a.
What was we talking about earlier?
We gonna talk about. We might as well stick to the celebrity thing. I really did like the holiday question, but we ain't talk about now a holiday.
Holiday question.
We can save it for next week. So.
Lori, I have a question for you.
What?
What advice would you give to somebody who's like biracial but doesn't look as black, but it's like trying to like and standing up for Black Lives Matter? Like, because
unlocked.
I posted something on Facebook, you know, defending Black Lives Matter, and people are commenting like, you don't even look black. Why are you complaining?
Shut up, nigga.
So no, I had that problem when I was younger till I had to curse like 6 or 75,000 people out, and then I don't have to deal with it no more. Like I feel like you really like, because first of all, I'm about to be explaining to a fucking crowd of fucking assholes why the fuck black people are more than one shade, because I don't have no time for ignorance. But I will read the shit out of one of them that'll make everybody else want to shrivel up and die. So I just think that that's what it is, because you got to just check them. Like, how fucking ignorant are you that in your 55 years of living, Becky, that you've never seen a light-skinned black man? Like, suck my dick and fucking choke on it, bitch. Like, that's really how I am with my shit. Like, because I had that issue ever since I was young.
Right,
like,
me too.
I had a teacher one time. I went to war with the teachers in one school that I went to in Jersey. And it was mainly because she tried to get us to read Huckleberry fucking Finn, y'all. And if anybody knows, ain't that Huckleberry Finn? That's it? Yeah, Tom Joyner. Tom Sawyer. So it says nigga 260 something times in the book. So I'm the blackest person in the class, me and the nigga that look like Unlocked, but he got an afro. But he's the whitest nigga I know, but he's black, right? So that everybody's like in there, okay, like, okay, no problem. Like, read out loud, page 1. I'm like, nigga, I dare one of y'all bitch ass niggas.
Y'all fuck all y'all up. What the fuck is wrong with y'all stupid asses?
Yeah, because it was an AP class anyway, so you already know they didn't want me in that motherfucker. Let's just start there. But like, that's what I really had to do. I had to disrespect like a bunch of people for them to even respect the fact that it's like, and then you don't have nothing to prove to nobody. You got pure as day white people out there screaming Black Lives Matter with a sign. So why the fuck do you have to question, or answer yourself to any of those clowns?
Yeah, they clowning,
like the fact that they're not getting behind you and saying it too is not only disgusting, but then you gotta wonder why the fuck you even conversating with these clowns.
Who are these people? Can we get them? Like,
they're old heads. This is people like
That's even sadder.
There's just people I went
That's
to
the
school with.
worst.
I've been growing up with it too. Like you don't even look black. What are you worried about? You
Can
have
we
to
put doodle on them?
about you. It is what it is. But I can
Let
still be.
wax doodle on them.
Can we send doodle to them?
Yeah, I'm seriously thinking about doing it to certain people's cars. The underneath the handle, right?
Yep, that's it.
Oh shit, we got a caller.
Rick, you. Who's on drugs?
I want to call you Salmon, but like I know that ain't
Samoan Rick.
Oh, Samoan.
What's good, my brother? You hear us?
Is this audio on?
Yo, you hear us?
T Diddy's on the beach.
So I'm about to.
Yo, you hear us, bro?
We about to be going.
T Diddy don't play that shit.
You hear us?
And he's back.
All right. Well, he can.
Oh, he's
he has to play his.
Damn, T.
I'm gonna
on him anyway.
I got both the people.
Okay. Put him. There you go. You can hear us, bro. Unmute yourself. There you go. You can hear us?
This guy. What are you doing?
He got unlimited passes on Zoom. I don't know how the fucking shit can connect this so fast.
Okay. I'm trying to get this thing, but it looks like.
Oh my God. Did y'all watch the Jeffrey Epstein documentary on Netflix?
Not yet.
Wow, this guy is a monster. But
it's so different from the R. Kelly situation, though.
And you know this guy didn't kill himself. Come on.
He definitely didn't kill himself. Trump definitely got that nigga murdered.
He got a couple of guys got this guy hit up. Like
Trump was with Jeffrey Epstein more than any of the girls.
What's this guy? Yo, my brother, unmute yourself.
We definitely talked to him before. I remember him.
It's good, brother. Where you from? Who's on drugs? You from Houston? What's good with you, brother? I said, what's good? You from Houston? What's good with you?
I'm just getting out work right now, bro. I've been trying to get on with y'all for so long, bro. I be driving trucks. I listen to every episode. I listen to reruns, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
That's fire.
Fire.
Hey, Wax, bro. I'm gonna have to run that interview back, man. Oh, matter of fact, that when y'all was talking about when Lorel kept saying you gotta vote to put people in office, bro. You cannot just put a city on somebody's land and think that they're not gonna tell you nothing, bro. You can't put an apartment on somebody else's land and they're not gonna.
Wait, hold on. Where are you talking? What are you talking about right now?
Whenever on the American KKK,
he's saying like you can't just put a crib on somebody's land and make your own laws.
That's why I said you got to buy the land.
But even if you buy it, Wax, you still got to go through there.
No, you don't. I know a lot of private property. I can do whatever I want to do on that land. 1000%.
And if you're raping young girls, you're going to jail. No, Jeffrey Epstein owned the whole island.
We understand, but why would somebody do that? When I was saying that,
if you're breaking laws, it doesn't matter. If you're
not trying to, though. That's what I'm saying. What he's saying is, what is he saying?
What I'm saying is, you were saying like,
what the fuck just happened?
He came to life.
He sounds great now.
It's because I was in my truck. I'm sorry.
I didn't know we was talking to a fucking drive-through window.
Nah, man. It's because my headphones are connected to my truck and then my phone are connected to my.
You doing good now.
Let me hear what you
I'm good. All right, this is what I was saying. Whenever L'Oreal was saying, like, we got to vote on a local level to put people in office to, you know what I'm saying, that'll take care of us and where we're at, like, as far as, like, our community, you know what I'm saying? So they're going to appoint, like, you know, black judges, black DAs, and then we have, like, you know, black officers around our area. That's how we're going to make the change. Whereas you can't just, you know what I'm saying, section off, you know, like an Indian reserve, make like an Indian reserve and then think that the United States government is not going to govern us as well, you know?
Right. They torture them Native Americans.
But even if they do, we could still have our own things to where we can sit there and
Nobody
have our
says
own
that we
farming.
shouldn't have our own, but
That's
we
what
should
I'm
be
saying.
able
But
to
we
go
can buy it.
anywhere.
No, we get it. But he's saying that's not their land. We can still buy the land and private it off. There's a lot of people who out here who's living very well off their land, and that they need to start. We need to go into their and mimic exactly what they're doing, because they feeding their whole community off their own farming and their own way of living and stuff like that.
But
You know
if
what I'm
they
saying?
don't respect us and they already have hate for us, it's easy to do what they did. Black Wall Street was built a few times. They burnt it down. They ruined it. They don't want to see us strive. So this is what the problem is. We need to demand that respect before we can, not even before, we can do it simultaneously.
Listen,
but
I'm not mad at that.
It
That's
can't
cool.
be one or the other. It has to be all things.
All things. That's what I'm saying. I ain't mind for the vote. And I say everybody do vote, but we still need to have our own. Create another Black Wall Street. You know what we need? More security. You know what I'm saying? We need to have more strict laws, because all Black people are like, welcome in. We all love. Now we just got to check people a little bit. Let me check you a little bit. Make sure you ain't up here to try to do us dirty, because last time we let y'all in twice, y'all did us dirty. You know what I'm saying?
Like my uncle owns the land. Well, my uncle and his people, they own the land upstate, right?
Peace.
They're Muslim, so they don't live by the same nothing. But there are certain things, Wax, that you still will have to go through just by that land being in America. It does not matter that they own it.
I get it. It's certain permits and stuff like that, but you start privacying it off. As long as you got enough acres around to where it's all the exact same thing, you're going to be able to be good. That's why I say get 100 acres. We got billionaires.
And I get that, but when I drive off that acre, I should be not fearing for my life and thinking that a cop.
But until like you said, until that thing go off to we put Black judges and Black police officers in that land, until that case is, we got to do what we got to do, because they're killing us at a rate to where we have to try to do something right now.
Right, and voting is part of that, though.
No, 1,000%.
You're gonna get a nigga out of office before you build a hole and get all these people to purchase this land and decide that they're all gonna get together and get on the
we got
same
enough
page,
billionaires
where they live and where they're.
We got a lot of Black billionaires, and they got a lot of people out here out of work who would love to get onto something. A lot of us, you see how they congregate together, they come together, they like, where's the plan? I think if we had some billionaires that people actually trust and they know they're gonna take care of them and put them in land, I think they'd be like, yo, y'all switch that march over to here.
Okay, let's talk about something else, Wax, because this is last week's conversation.
I get it. He brought it up, though. It's his fault.
So let's talk about, okay. So have you been seeing all these celebrities that's been kind of putting their foot in their mouth, or even these companies that have been saying crazy things? Have you been seeing?
Sure.
So who would you think offended you the most? Like, who's one of the people that you were the most disappointed in?
Most recently, I say Drew Brees.
Brees hit me hard too.
Right.
Yeah. But I seen his apology. You know, he issued an apology, and then he had who he had come back. What's the receiver's name?
Malcolm Jenkins. That he was the one.
Kamar.
Oh, he can.
What he say?
What is his name? Like Kamar, the cornerback. I can't even think of his name. But
what did he say?
They had a talk with him in the locker room, and they basically educated him on it, and he was like, well, nah, I didn't really feel that way. I was like, everybody feels like that, dude. Like, all after the fact. You want to apologize after you say something, but if nobody tell you nothing, you would have stand on your word. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I wonder. How do y'all feel about the apology? Because I'm a harsh person. So, like, unless it sounds like something that was like, okay, I really fucked up and I slipped up and said that, it was like he knew exactly what he was saying. You know what I mean?
How come he didn't say it before all this started happening, if that's how he felt? Because he wasn't even talking about police brutality. He was talking about taking a knee in the national anthem. It's like, dude, we're not even talking about that. We're talking about the riots and the protests. You could have talked about that way back with Colin Kaepernick when he was first doing it, but now
he thought he was disrespecting the flag, though. He thought he disrespected the flag. He didn't know why he was doing it.
Well, why was he kneeling?
Hey, because he got all them Black people on his team, and he in New Orleans.
He would get his ass
whooped. You know,
get your ass down right now.
Hey, look, they ain't practicing right now. If he'd have said that shit during the season, they'd have stopped.
They would got him. Somebody would have got him.
100%.
This right here is a touchy situation, and everybody on that team that is Black most likely look like the guy who got killed. So definitely a touchy situation.
They definitely gonna Willie Beeman that nigga in the fucking locker room. Period.
Yeah, that shit's touchy. Cause I'm down there in Houston. We just did that that march for like with like 60,000 people out here marching.
Right.
Okay.
And my like, man, you're not gonna go. And all I can say is like, me and my homies, like, you know, I don't get into trouble or anything like that, but we the main ones that been worried about what's going on. So like, it's a lot that we can do other than just marching, because I see everybody out there with their phones out, and you know what I'm saying, they trying to record, and I guess they trying to. I feel like people are doing it more so for clout than they're doing it for to be like to make a statement. But I mean, I'm all for it, but man, that profiling is tough for me, bro, because like, you know, I'm tatted everywhere, and I mean, I do what I got to do, but man, I don't even want to put myself in a position where I look like I can hurt somebody, you know?
Yeah, they're gonna come get us first, and I ain't gonna
Right,
lie.
because they're attacking, and don't get me wrong, like the people that they are murdering are innocent, but it's like you're going down there to peacefully protest and they're harming you. It's like police officers being violent, and like I seen
Running
one
people over
thing,
cars, bro.
yeah, they started throwing the tear gas and shooting the bullets. It was, when I tell y'all, it broke my heart. These people were screaming and running like they were like being ambushed. They weren't fighting. They were peacefully standing there. And when they got attacked, they were all trying to run up this hill. And it was just devastating. It was kids in that crowd, y'all. It was older people. And I'm just like, they don't have no soul. Like,
they don't care.
No soul. So it's scary because you want to go out there because it's like, you know, I want to fight for the cause too. But then it's like, you don't never know if a cop is going to shoot you dead just because you're peacefully protesting.
I feel like it also has to do with like these cops are taking it personal, where they think that like they're not getting the bigger picture of that. Like we're mad at the cops, but you could be an individual and not be with your gang. Like you could understand where we're coming from and not take it personal. Because the people, I feel like the cops that are like getting upset, pushing these older people and like throwing tear gas, they're taking it personal and feel like we really have a problem with them, and like they're not understanding the bigger picture.
Yeah, their commanders is mad. Whoever's their top and that guy, that precincts is just a piece of shit. Because you had the right guy in the front and the right guy in the precinct and the head who's actually supposed to talk about Black Lives Matter and we are here to support our people. You won't have none of that dirty shit going on because you know how your guy is. If you know the guy gonna get you off, you'll do all that stupid shit. You'll be hitting these people up like it's nothing.
Or if you know he's scared of you. Like if you have somebody else on your force that's scared of you and you know that you could run over, you just gonna do whatever you want.
All day, man. Come on.
For sure.
Point the right people.
I feel like they kind of wilding though. It's like, you know, in Minneapolis, I think that's okay what they're doing because, I mean, they really got, you know, they got this dude with repeat offenses and they say this is the first time he's actually being like charged with something.
Oh, Derek Chauvin, yeah. 12. They said 12 reported.
Yeah.
Hey, Nasir, we see you.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
What's good, brother? Where you from?
Because I mean, like
Virginia.
VA.
Yeah. What y'all talking about right now?
So we're basically talking about celebrities. Well, we done went off topic a little bit.
But Bully and the Beast, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
So
we were talking about celebrities that kind of let us down, or companies or corporations that kind of let us down this week with things that, you know, they had to say that didn't necessarily go with the theme of what we thought they would say. Let's just put it like that.
For me, I feel like the baby, he like his whole thing. He first he came out, he was like, I'm not really into making a statement, and then people kind of came for him a little bit, and then he made like a statement basically like I've been locked up, I beat up cops, and it was a whack statement. That was about it.
Yeah, I think that because he also put up the Chick-fil-A. I feel like he was one of those people that felt, again, like how T. Diddy was saying, personally attacked, because he put up a video of him eating Chick-fil-A or some shit. And people started coming at him because that was the same day they said that they donated to Trump's cause. So they were like, nigga, you just up here eating Chick-fil-A and shit, like.
Yeah, I peeped that. And then all the celebrities just with the black pose. They could have at least had a caption or something. Everybody just had like the black pose, and they thought that's all they did. I don't know, it's just whack. Like I'm out here, I'm signing petitions, I'm donating, I'm trying to get things changed in my community here.
Yes, man, blessings, bro.
Where you from?
Well, I'm from North Carolina, but I live in Manassas, Virginia. So I'm just trying to, you know. I'm going
over there heavy.
Yeah, are they protesting crazy? Are they looting? Or are they really protesting? Being how is it though?
I'll tell you. I went Friday. Friday it was nice. We marched through DC, and then but I went Saturday night. That was crazy. It was crazy Saturday night. It was different. It was a different vibe. Like, but at the same time, I feel like it's all justified though. I don't blame nobody for nothing. So they do what they do.
How was the cops acting with you guys?
Well, okay, so in DC, the cops in DC had patience, but the cops where I'm from in Manassas, the first day they protested, they shot everybody with tear gas, and then they started shooting people with rubber bullets, and then they locked everybody in this Burleson that was like near the protest. Everybody was stuck in the Burleson. So in my town they was acting crazy, but DC they had like some patience.
Yeah, that's sad. So that's the peaceful one that they were shooting the bullets and stuff at?
Yeah.
Look at that. Y'all just out there trying to be peaceful and they going crazy.
Yeah, I know. And then what's it called? It's funny though, all the reporters out in DC, there was Fox News was there and they were covering it, and like we was just listening to what they were saying. They was trying to just put a certain light on it. So they pressed them, and it was like it was like the other day we was stealing their cameras because like they trying to paint a negative picture. Like when we was out there before and we was actually marching through DC, there was nobody there, nobody covering nothing. But when people get a little rowdy, they just like, oh, this is what they do. This is what they're here for. So I'm not with all that.
It's like they're playing up the fact that it's like, look at these black savages and these. That's always their narrative.
Content.
Yeah, like Charlamagne said, they make like a race war, but it's like when they're all reality, it's like it ain't just black people, it's like white people, Hispanics out here, and it's like everybody against racism. It's not black people against white people, it's everybody against racism.
Yeah, I've been seeing so much white people. Like
a lot of white people out here.
My sister
they hate racism too.
She sent me a protest in LA. I did not even see no black people. Like not one black face.
A lot of white people out there. It's a lot of white people out there. And then they the ones that be starting stuff too. Like they
exactly. See,
we was in front of the White House, and they got like the Secret Service made like a fence, so you couldn't even get in front of the White House like you usually can.
We just talked about that.
Yeah,
they was the ones breaking the fences. They was throwing stuff at them. Crazy.
I want y'all to burn that White House down.
Yeah, something gotta give.
Take that. I have a question. I don't want to be negative Nancy, right? But I went to a protest. And there were like a lot of white people, and don't get me wrong, I think a lot of white people are like upset, whatever. But I just want to know, like, where were they when Trayvon Martin was? I didn't see this much. I'm just saying, why to take? I don't know. I know why it's like now we're fed up because it was 3 times in a row where it's like, really, like you just gonna keep killing us, whatever. But like, I just want to know, like. Well, I just feel like some of these white people have another alternative, and they're fighting for it either, or they're also fighting for like they don't fuck with the cops or how they. And we have to remember too, we've been stuck in the house this whole time,
that's what's going on.
And I feel like
everybody
a lot of it,
a lot more people to do things.
Yeah, if it wasn't no pandemic, I don't know how big this would be.
It'd be at work.
And like, shoot, I be at work all day. It's like all these people unemployed. They got time to get out there.
They got time. They out here, baby.
I got time for that shit. They just want to get out in the house.
Yeah.
You gonna give them something to do? Come on now.
People are like super aggressive out of nowhere. I do think being in the house, not having a job, not having anything that you know where to go does definitely.
They charged up like a drill that been on the charger all night.
Did y'all hear what Andrew Cho said yesterday when they were like, all these people are out of jobs and all these people are basically like on their last leg. It's like they don't care if they go to jail because it's like I can go to jail, get out a couple of days, and I still ain't got work to go to when I get out.
Yeah,
it's like
3 hots in the cot.
Yeah, off at this point.
Mm-hmm.
That's messed up. It's sad, but it's like what are we going to do? One thing I did see, let me give some good news. They said that there wasn't a reported case in New York for like about 24 hours, a new corona case. But my thing about that is I feel like it's 2 things. The protest just started, and the whole point of quarantining is so that it can see if you have those symptoms within the 14 days. It could take 14 days for you to have symptoms.
Ouch.
And the second thing is, I also feel like they've scared people away from going to the hospital. It's like, I feel like I would have to be damn near dead for me to agree to go to the hospital right now.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, man.
I mean, how do y'all feel? Are y'all okay with going to the hospital
terrified.
right now?
I'm terrified.
Exactly.
I ain't going with no officials. EMT, firefighter, police. Nah, they all have to get me. Like,
listen, I pulled my own tooth out the other day.
You lying ass nigga. I feel you. This nigga is such a fucking liar.
His ass
I just want to be down, man. I'm just talking, man.
All right, so do y'all need any advice or anything? Because if not, we gonna wrap up the show because me and him been talking and talking and talking.
And I'm tired of seeing her ass.
Shit.
He looked forward to this all day. He was texting me all week.
He bold to the shit.
Damn, nah, I'm good. I don't need no advice. Hell, no. All right, bet. I got one. I got one. Hey, look. So me and my shorty. You know, we both got kids. You know what I'm saying? I got my own. She got her own. All right, things cool with me and my baby mom. We straight. But my shorty, like, man, her baby daddy just like he calls like when he'll get the baby like for a couple of days, and while he has the baby, he's like blowing up my shorty. You know what I'm saying? And then like he's got a whole nother girlfriend, but he'll call my shorty and be like, yo, the baby got a mosquito bite. She'll be like, all right, well, you know, put some medicine on it.
Yeah.
Then he'll call back the next day and he'll be like, this is what it looks like. Then his girlfriend will call. Then he'll like send pictures of like the baby and then like his shorty in the back, like, dog, like why you messing with my girl? Like he'll blow her phone up, you know what I'm saying? Like he'll sit there and call her, and then he'll talk shit to her like, oh, you know, you're not a good mom, whoop-de-whoop. And I'm like, damn, dude, like she be like, babe, answer the phone and tell him something. But I ain't the type to, you know, lip wrestle with no. Like,
I respect.
You know
yeah,
don't get involved in that.
Yeah, because I ain't got them kind of problems, and you know me, like you know, I'm regular. You know what I'm saying? Like it can go there, got to, but I don't want to be like that. Because, like
boy in the beef, baby.
Yeah, hey, Wax, bro. I'm 6'3", 270, bro. Like,
oh nah, that nigga don't want no problems.
No, real talk. Like this Texas, it's the Wild West out here, but he swear like, you know what I'm saying? Like he be like picking on my girl and it kind of bothers me, bro, because like I know what I can do to defend her, but I don't want to, you know, compromise her relationship with him as far as like concerning the baby, because her daughter loves her dad and she wants to see him, and her daughter wants to check on him, but my girl's kind of nervous that if I press him or if she does anything to upset him, he won't see his daughter no more.
How long you been with your girl?
Man, I've been with my girl like 4 or 5 months now.
How old is the baby?
But I'm a dog out here, bro. So for me to just like
that's what I'm saying.
Like I commit to her, bro, and like it really fucks with me because like I give my girl my 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like
okay. So you think she gonna be the one?
Time like I really felt for somebody, like I feel for somebody. Like
You're an adopted dog. It's different.
Nah, man,
you're not like a stray.
Nah. He
got a home.
He thinks she the one. He thinks she the one.
Yeah, for sure. Like just like, you know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody really got me to like just chill out. Like she.
Can you tell me how old the baby is?
My daughter's 6, almost 7. Her she just turned 5 this past Sunday.
Yeah, so the baby, so the girlfriend can help out if she's 5 already. The girlfriend, you ain't got to keep calling home.
No, Wax, that's not her child.
I know.
If my child has a bump or something, I want to see and know about it as well. Now he might be ODing with the "you're a bad mom" shit. Now that's where she need to be like, listen, you have the baby. You a bad dad, nigga, if you can't figure out how to take care of the baby on its own without me.
Said, bro. I've been taking care of my daughter since she was 1. Like
not you. I'm talking about the baby father.
I'm saying like in relation because my girl's younger than me. Her baby daddy's my age. But I've been like taking care of my daughter since she was like 1 year old. I'm talking about like mom don't call me for nothing. She don't ask no questions.
Yeah, but people are different. You might just be a little bit more efficient and knowing how to do things. I know some guys that have kids that are 16 and they can't change a diaper and they got 3, 4, 5 kids. So, yeah, I don't think that makes a difference. I think it's the character of the guy and how responsible he is and not even just that. Some people are just like on edge sometimes when they're taking care of a baby, a child or whatever. And he probably wants to make sure he's being transparent with a lot of things. The fact that he's involving the girlfriend, I feel like shows that it's like he's, you know, it ain't like no sneaky shit like he's trying to hit her on the side as far as fuck her or take your girl or
Man,
nothing.
hey, look,
That's
this was
co-parenting,
crazy.
ain't it?
Look, the girlfriend, he just got a girlfriend. She like, for maybe like about a month so. She got two kids herself. She got 2 kids herself. So if your girl got kids and she's calling your baby mama to ask what to do about some mosquito bites, it's like,
that's a fucking problem.
With your own kids?
The fuck are you doing?
Does she have like a special diet, the baby, like that she doesn't like using? Because you know how some people like only use organic products and
man, not at all, man.
None of that. Well, wax, I tried. What you got?
I got your back, brother. Fuck that. Next time this nigga call me, first we gonna do doodle for this nigga first.
Doodle, yeah.
Yo, I
gotta get some tissue and shit in the tissue.
You got dogs? I know one of your people's got dogs.
I got dogs, man.
All right, that's what I'm saying. Just grab the dog poop before you put it in, son. Just put it into like a little tissue or something that can roll it up. Just put it under the guy's door now, just to let him know that you're around and you don't appreciate him talking to your girl like that. Talking like she's not
anyway. If you really like this girl, you're gonna be around this baby father for a while. If you choose to be with her, if you really like her that much, you're gonna have to see him a lot. So I just feel like that's a conversation that she needs to have with him. Like, listen, you have to respect the fact that, you know, I also am in a relationship, and when you have our daughter, you're gonna have to figure certain things out for your own self. Like, I'm not.
You don't want your daughter. You don't care about your daughter. How would you ever say that about me?
Man, you need to learn how to parent and take care of your child as well. I can't hold your hand every time you need to do something with our child.
This is your child, though.
We're co-parenting, and you have
this
a
is
whole
your
girlfriend
child.
that has
your child is
kids.
crying because your child wants you. Your child wants you, though.
Then you need to be in her life a little more because she should be comfortable with you without me around. But the fact of the matter is, I don't think you should get involved because you seem like your temper ain't too well balanced. If you're like, I'm this tall and this big, that sounds like you sizing the nigga up. Y'all need to have.
He's talking shit, bro. Hey, look, this is what happened.
Oh, see, you ain't say he was talking shit and all that now.
This what happened.
He set up too. He set up too.
Look, he was gonna take the baby to the beach, but it was kind of like out of town. So my girl, like, he had been wanting my girl to meet his new girlfriend, so she was kind of like iffy about it. So she finally was like, okay, I want to meet, you know, this girl because the chick moved in with her. She's like, okay, I'm already like, my daughter's around this shit. Let me meet her. So she goes outside to meet her, right? Homeboy's sitting in the car. His girlfriend is real nice, gets out to shake my girl's hand. She introduced herself or whatever. He's sitting in the car and just smiling like my girl supposed to be offended or something, you know what I'm saying? So my girl, she once she introduced herself, she was like, nah, well, nice to meet you. It was, you know, just, you know, I appreciate it if you take care of her. And the girl was like, okay. She leaves. Her baby daddy texts her, that's it. And then he calls. He was like, well, just know I don't want to meet your boyfriend. And my girl was like, he don't give a fuck about you. Like,
you might could do a little something to them. You might could do a little something. Because if you really want to be around her, because he have to be there. If you really want to be around her, like, just wait till it's like a cookout or something with the baby 6-year-old birthday party, and y'all both got to be there or something like that. Do it like that. Talk to the guy by the cake or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, go by the cake or wait till you go in the bathroom.
Wait, so you've never met him?
Nah.
So she didn't think that was weird, that she had a whole meeting of his girlfriend and she never thought to say, well, why don't you meet my boyfriend too since he's around our child?
Look, the only reason she really agreed to meet his girlfriend so far is because she'll spend the night at his house with her kids when her daughter's there. Me, I don't hang around my girl's daughter. Like I got my own daughter, so I don't want like my daughter to get attached to my girlfriend and my girlfriend's daughter to get attached to me. You know, just yet.
Well, then stay out of their parenting stuff, because that has nothing to do with you. If you're not at that point where you feel like you want to bring daughters in, so you don't need to be involved in their parenting stuff. She's going to figure out how to be an adult and have to deal with him on a co-parenting level, and you got to stay out of it.
I mean, however they parent, how they parent. I just don't like how it's more so me defending her honor with how he be talking to her and trying to handle her.
So you should have a conversation with her. Like, listen, the way he's talking to you is a little crazy. I feel like maybe y'all need to have a conversation, or before I have a conversation with him. But that's how I would play it.
She already telling him to go holler at him. She already like, listen, you see how he already talking to me. You might need to holler at this
You gotta handle that shit yourself. Like, she got to be a grown up.
Hey, Wax,
bro, you might have to go do the doodle because nobody know. Nobody got to know but you and Bully and the Beast, baby. Just call us back and let us know.
Don't get your ass beat fucking with Wax.
You good. Don't worry about getting your ass whooped. Don't worry about all that.
That ain't
Wax live kind of far.
Listen,
I know.
I promise you.
I'm be like, Wax told me to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
But
don't
listen, when you
to
do
him.
The doodle, listen, when you do the doodle, I promise you, you feel like you got the guy back. So when he talking shit to her, you know it's because he has shit on his hands. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Wax, I think he's still attracted to my girl. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel the same way.
I'm gonna tell her to take a shit and send it to him. Like, take a picture and send it to him. So she don't.
There you go. Now you talking.
Hey,
listen, if he can fuck her, that ain't your girl. That's his girl. So
come on, bro.
Now we talking, baby.
Hey, Wax, how you say the shorty gotta let a nigga know that she don't want to be with him no more? She just gotta take a shit and don't flush it.
Don't flush it. Let me see it. Let me see if you really love me.
if she want to bust that poom poom open, she will do so. You cannot. No shit ain't gonna stop that or nothing, Jesus. You just gotta keep your child. I mean, your girl, and figure that out.
Okay.
She got to be faithful or loyal or whatever the case. Like you can't be worrying about. She got to handle that situation with him, not you. Y'all gonna get into a fight and then it's never gonna be cool.
No, I got all confidence in her. I just don't like the way he be trying to handle her. But hey.
So I had to check that nigga then. Not you.
That's his girl though. You better watch.
And okay, and that's her baby father. And
at least put some doodle. At least put some doodle there. At least that's like barking, letting the dog know.
Okay,
listen, the dog in the house.
Go put doodle. Bye.
It's a dog in the house, bro. You need to bark a little bit. You ain't gotta put your hands on him yet.
It's whack.
Bark a little bit. Bark a little bit and be like, I'm here. Rough doodle.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I appreciate it.
All right. Man. Thank you.
Brother, right, blessings. You'll be safe.
All right, Nasir. So let's talk about what you got going on now. Finally, stop talking about shit.
I got a quick question.
Bless.
So what's this called? So my mom's and my dad got divorced, right? And then so they what happened? Okay, so he kind of crazy. And I fought him in the past, and I had to go to court for all that, but I ain't get no charges, nothing. But I have fought him before, and because he was talking to my brother crazy. So then he what's this called? So this the last time I ain't spoke to him in 6 months. So last time I spoke to him, my mom was out to eat. They divorced, and then he walked up to her. He said he saw her at the restaurant because somebody at the restaurant saw her, and they called him, which is weird to me. So he pulls up to the restaurant. He's like, "Oh, you out here? Blah blah blah. Then you do this and that." So then I'm like, he's stalking her. So then me and my sister go over there, and I'm just like I get mad fast, but I'm cool. I'm cool though. I'm cool. So I go talk to him, try to conversate.
He got a badass temper, and that nigga's gonna kill somebody any day. What he just said just now. Go ahead.
So I was like talking to him, but he started talking over me, and I'm like, hold on, I'm trying to conversate with you. So then he pulled a gun out on me and my sister. So then we left, and I ain't talked to him in 6 months. So then the other day, my mom told me, she was like, she about to get a restraining order on him because he's like, if I see you and any other nigga out here, I got killers. We coming for you, whatever. With corny shit.
Your dad?
So I asked my friends, right? I'm like,
how long they been together?
His whole life.
No, I know. I'm just saying they could have been together older, not you. Anybody older than you? How long they been together? How old are you?
I'm 20. They've been together since before I was born, but they got married
a long ass time. This is a grown ass man. The fuck is wrong with you, Wax? That's the dumbest.
I'm just saying because I'm trying to say because probably never. This is not the first time this happened. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, bro, this sounds like my auntie.
Let him finish.
Nah, he crazy. He's crazy. Okay. So the thing is though, like I'm thinking like maybe she just get a restraining order. That'd be cool. But I want to press him about this. Like, you can't just say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just say that and think you about to be cool. So all my friends are like, nah, like, just leave it alone. And I've been thinking about it for the past 2 days. I wanted to stop pressing him or not.
Should you press your pop?
The nigga said he was gonna bring killers to murder you.
No, you saw me. You see my mom with a boyfriend.
Oh, I thought he said it to you.
Nah.
I
Mom boyfriend.
was laughing. You understand?
Yeah, nah. Your mom boyfriends. I mean, I know a lot of guys who feel like that. They feel like you're my territory. I've been with you for 20 something years, and you're mine. If I see any other guy around you, I'm gonna kill him, and I'm falling in love with you.
But it's his dad.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So I know just the guys who I can tell through experience. I don't think that they'll do that. I just think that they're just be upset and stuff like that. This don't sound like this is the first time this happened. I see this. They be like, yo, Aka, his girl was out there fighting again. And I was like, we like brush it off like it's nothing. You know they're gonna be holding hands in the middle of the night when the ice cream truck come around. It's just something like that. But from a son's perspective, I can't even tell you that. It's kind of
that's why it's weird. But the thing is, though, the only reason I think he like might do something crazy because he has nothing to lose right now. He ain't got nothing to lose. Like he
lost Sha. Yeah, the divorce is gone. Divorce.
Yeah, he has nothing going for himself, so he has nothing to lose. Right
He's not married no more. Ouch.
Yeah.
That's scary because I actually you know, like a friend of the family, I call him my uncle, but he actually lost his life over a situation just like this. And the man, it was the same kind of thing, y'all. And the man ended up, you know, running down, and he tried to shoot the woman and the one I call my uncle, but he ended up only killing my uncle. Oh. Like, you got to be careful when it comes to love and matters of the heart and stuff like that. And I think because that's your dad, and I get that y'all had y'all differences and y'all problems, but if you care about him at all, and you think that this might even be, you sound like you think he might be capable of even doing it, I would try to build back a relationship with him to an extent to show him that he has somebody that cares about him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At least because
something to lose.
Yeah, obviously it's like your mom, it took a toll on him, regardless of if, you know, people go through things, right? But that doesn't mean that their heart ain't there, or that their heart ain't broken, or that they don't need to be loved. So I feel like sometimes people lose it, but they still are looking for those people there that they feel like is their loved one. And when you don't have that, it's kind of like you get desperate. You get what I'm trying to say?
You don't want him to say fuck it all. You don't want him to do that.
Yeah, I think if you have any bit of care for him, because like it is some people that write their parents off and they're just like, fuck that motherfucker. Like, but if you have some kind of care, I would definitely reach out and express that you are a little concerned about how he's been acting, and that let him know you care about him, that you love him, but it's just over with them, you know? And I guess explain it in a way where it's like, it gets to that part where it's like, I'll help you get through certain things if you need to show you know, or somebody to do shit with or whatever. But I mean, you got to be careful because that's your mom, and I'm pretty sure you have a lot of love for your mom. You don't want to see nothing happen to her.
You got to strategize.
Imagine those are two people that are really important in your life.
Yeah, both sides of your heart.
Yeah, I think when it comes to matters of like parents and like people you love, you only have two. Some people don't even got that much. So I would just try to, you know, as much as I can, just try to explain how much you care for him, and just like how I would be all the way transparent how scared I am for, you know, his safety and her safety, and you know, his mental health.
A lot of other stuff going on right now too. He talking about doing crazy stuff, and they out here, a lot is going on. I know it's all over the place. They protesting, like you said. It's a lot going on for him just talking crazy like that. Like I said, if you can try to reel him in some type of way to let him know that, listen, you even say to yourself, he ain't got nothing to live for. Give him something to live for. Something.
A normal-minded person is losing their mind right now on these things that we're looking at every day. It's hard. It's stressful. And shit, it's times that I be looking at TV or social media and I put my phone down and start crying. Like, you know what I mean? So for a person that is not as stable at this moment. I can only imagine what he's going through from the coronavirus.
Losing somebody that he was with for 20-something years, losing her.
And then you lose their family.
And their kids and the family. I can't think.
And the restraining order means ain't no coming back.
Oh, Jesus, my heart.
You're not even invited to the cookout no more. Like, it's just like you can't get a plate, nothing.
Oh, man. I don't even know if my kids love me no more. What is going on?
But, like, it's his fault, though. All this is his fault. Like,
okay.
It's all his fault. Like, he's done me dirty so many times. He's done everybody dirty so many times. And it's like, I've tried to build that bridge. Like back over Christmas, I gave him I think $500 to get his water heater and basement fixed.
See, ain't nobody saying nothing about no money now, child. That's where you jumped out the window. I said you give him love. I didn't say you give him your money. Okay? Because people that mess up repeatedly, you got to remember, dad or not. You hear me? Like
that's why I don't talk to him. That's exactly why I don't talk to him. I ain't talked to him in 6 months.
Yeah, I think what I like to do around people like that, I'm broke. Like, I won't get my hair done. I won't have a broke nail, but you ain't getting no $500.
You got to call them early. When you know they calling around for money, you got to call them like, yo, you got $50 till next week.
You got to call them first.
You got to call them first. You got to call them first.
That's smart.
I know around the first of the month, I'm calling 3 people right off gate. Yo, I need $75. You gotta let me get it real.
Well, hit them with, yo, I gotta see who could let me get some money. I need to borrow some money. You ain't even got to ask him. Just like, yeah, I gotta see who could let me get a couple dollars.
Just bring it around.
Like,
flirt around it.
Don't never have no money. Nigga, we hungry. I take quarters out my pocket like, Pops, you hungry? We gonna go to McDonald's. 1 quarter.
Yo, you got 15.
Pay that shit in quarters.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing all that.
But I hope that you find some kind of resolution in that situation.
Yeah, man. That's hard. The parents is hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Thank you, bro.
No,
right,
thank you. Thank you for calling.
Thank you for calling,
Thank
man.
you
Appreciate
for
it.
tuning in. Thank you for listening. And we hope to speak to you again. And hopefully everything works out well.
Man. Grab pop up, man. That's you. That's your future right there. So that's gonna be you. So you got me.
Don't say that. Hopefully.
I'm just saying it's gonna be a better him. So when he upgrade him, he gonna see certain things you gotta do. You gotta learn from the ones above you. I learned.
Yeah, hopefully he learned his lesson already.
Okay.
You never know. Hopefully.
They've been through a lot of stuff. Hopefully you've seen what he went through and know that you have to take a different route because you did yourself just tell us that your temper is not the best.
Only for him though, like literally, like everybody else, like I.
You think only for him?
No, I promise you.
So you love someone as much as you love him, and they piss your ass the fuck
off. You gotta do the exact same thing.
But like, I only get tight like that if somebody touch me. Like I'm cool. Somebody can say something to me, whatever. Somebody touch me, it's over.
It's over. We'll do him dirty. We'll kill him.
Make sure y'all keep y'all social distance from Nasir.
6 feet, baby.
All right, y'all. Thank you for calling.
My brothers.
Damn, T Diddy.
Damn, T Dizzle. We was finishing. He was telling his handle. He just asked for his handle.
We're gonna get out of here. Bully and the Beast podcast.
Yes, we out of here.
Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Rate, review, subscribe.
All that good shit.
Thank y'all for signing up to Patreon. If you haven't already, make sure that y'all go and do that right now or extend your subscription. That would be dope as well. And we might just give you a shout out. You never know.
I'm down. I would love to do that.
Okay, so we're out of here. Love y'all.
Blessings.
Bye. Stay safe too. And vote. Please go vote.
Vote.
Voting is Tuesday in a lot of areas, so make sure you go check that out. I know Georgia is one of those states, so go check out where voting is in your area. I know New York is at the end of the month. Just make sure y'all check and see, and we're also going to post it on the Bully and the Beast podcast page, so you will be able to see when your voting day is. Do some homework and get these fucking racist piece of shit out of there. And let's get our people in there. You feel me?
You want to talk about?